And we're going live. All right. Angel D, thank you for being the first one in this morning. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards. Shout out to the school teachers. Shout out to I was gonna say principal, but that's the same thing, right? School teacher, school principal. Big up Mr. Parkinson. Mr. Parkinson used to beat us. Yeah, I come from a time in Jamaica where they used to beat you in school. And I had a school teacher named Mr. Parkinson, and he used to be in the JDF, the Army. And he used to beat you when you were late for school. No excuses. He doesn't care if your house was on fire. He doesn't care if your grandmother fell over ill. He doesn't care whatever. So he used to beat us with a cane. And he used to wrap the cane with duct tape. So the cane would flex and bend, but it wouldn't break. And he would beat you in your hands, right? So you had to stand out like this and take a lick like that and take another lick like this, take another lick like this, and you would get 4. And then you go in and next person get their licks. I'm not going to go into the whole story, but we used to design ways to make sure that the lick wasn't so impactful. Like you would start high, right? And as he came down with the lick, you would go low and pull away so it would be like, but I guess he caught on to that still. But anyhow, big up Mr. Pockets to shout out all the school teachers, them disciplined from way back when. Shout out to the crossing guards. Shout out to law enforcement personnel. Shout out to medical field personnel. Shout out to the AC techs and the engineers. Shout out to the hustlers out there, entrepreneurs. Shout out to whatever you're doing out there, man. Stay on the right side of the law. Shout out to you. You're up and out trying to get you some honest bread. And I have to hail you up for that, right? And shout out to all the good-hearted, clean-hearted people who want good for others. As much as you want good for yourself, you're a good person. If you want good for others the same way you want good for yourself, you're a good person. Not everybody wants that. Most people want good for themselves, and they want a little bit of good for you, but not too much. Not too much. I don't want more for you than me. Well, we practice wanting good for others as much as we want good for ourselves, right? So anything I want for me, I want it for you. I hope you hit the lotto tomorrow when the jackpot is the highest it's ever been in history. And just like that, you have 1 point something billion US dollars in your bank account. I hope all goes well. I hope you live healthy and strong until you're 100 and odd years old. No health issues. I hope you prick work until you are 100 and something. I hope everything. You know how it go already. Anyhow, here we are this morning on this beautiful Tuesday morning with a lot to give thanks for, don't it? Up early in the morning. We started at 6:10. And I hope you prick work until you're 110. Oh, God, please help me. If that is it. I want it. I want it. You're going to need back to. If that's going to work until you're 110, you're also going to need the back to go with it. Right? Ain't no woman checking for you at 110, man. Unless you got a whole lot of money. And then she's like, maybe I could ride it and breed for him, and take a little baby and thing and then get some of the money. But she ain't checking for you. 110. What you gonna do at 110? She can't show you off to nobody. Well, then again, we don't know. Because there's a 25-year-old or 26-year-old now that's married to an 89 or 90-year-old. So I guess 30, 35, 110, it probably could still work out. She probably, all that money will make her blind. Yeah. And the stick work, and it worked good. Oh, God. He 110, but he's strong. He's strong. Yeah, if you don't have the back to do it, though, then just lay down. I don't mind. Just lay down. I do the work. When your money long, when your money long, they don't care. When you're broke, you got to put in a whole lot of work, boy. You got to be like Farmer Joe. You have to work like slavery when you're broke. Why, girl, may I tell you, I'm broke, you see? Why don't I pat the piss in there when I throw it through? But when me I tell you, say I have some good something, Yeah. And then when your money is up, Your belly could have big like you're 10 months pregnant. And your prick could have little like so. She don't care. She working with it. I'm working with it. We just came back from we just came back from overseas. Where'd y'all go this time? Oh, we just came back from the Fiji Islands. We're about to go to London. Yeah, we're gonna stop over and then we're taking a shopping trip to New York, and then we'll be back in Jamaica for the weekend. Uh-huh. Yeah, then we're gonna take the yacht out sailing. That kind of money may I talk about. When your money big like that, it don't matter. Your belly big till it look like you're 10 months pregnant. They don't care. They'll go up under that big belly and find that little teely and they'll work with it. God, please help me. Make it work till I'm 110. Oh, my belly. My belly. I don't know what I went out of town and caught, man. I went out of town and caught something. Wifey came back sick. The kids came back sick. I came back sick. Now, I don't know, but I'm nursing myself back to health. Should we all blow upon it? blow upon it, see if you move a little bit. I tried. It didn't do nothing for me. You try and see what I could do for you. She down there getting busy. All kind of gymnastics are going. That thing still ain't moving. It's like this. You ever seen a turtle when a turtle is scared and the turtle just haul up into them shells? That's how we keep hauling up into your body. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo. It's okay.
Oh, good morning, family. How you doing?
Fine. Look, you have me in stitches right now. Okay, so I'm a Jamaican Bayesian, right? And I'm sitting here listening to you. When I was in New York, I used to go to a Catholic school, and the nuns would tear my hand up.
Oh, you get it too.
Oh my God! Look, I would go home and I'm like, Mom, I can't deal with this shit.
Yeah.
Put my ass in public school.
They used to kill us with lick in Jamaica when I was in school.
Oh my God. And then with the whole sex thing, look, I tell everybody, I'm like, look, I want to go out with a bang. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a cougar now. Just,
You are, wait. You a cougar now?
Yes. Oh, my second marriage. My first marriage was roughly 20 years.
Dang.
And then my second marriage, my husband's a flop. But now I have a store with a 32-year-old in Cocoa Walk. He's the same as my oldest son.
Oh.
Yeah. So it works.
Wait. He's 32?
Yeah, he's the same age as my son. He's 32 and I'm 48.
Well, go do your thing.
Exactly. Living my best life.
You do that.
I got my 3-year-old granddaughter. I'm good.
All right.
I love you guys. Oh my God. I saw Shakira and her family. I was like, oh my God.
Big up yourself and big up my Bayesian family.
Love you and have a good day.
You too, family.
My daughter just came up from work. I don't want to make too much noise.
All right. Bye-bye. What? She said she's 48. He 32. That ain't such a big of an age difference, though. That's like you almost in the same age bracket right there. Yeah, we talking about like 90 and 35. Them age brackets we talking about. We talking about 60 and 20. That kind of age bracket we talking about. That ain't so much. That's he 38. He gonna be moving just like you soon. You know, women tend to be a bit more flexible and a bit more I don't know, durable for for a bit longer than men. Yeah. So that's like in the same age group. Well, do your thing, girl. Do your damn thing. Do your damn thing. Get to it. That's what I'm talking about. Live your best life. You only got one life to live. And I told y'all before, ain't none of us leaving this alive, right? Ain't none of us leaving out here smiling and happy and leaving. What I don't know about smiling and happy. I get a good piece of pum. I can go out like so. You know, when we were younger, that's what we used to wish for. We used to say, let's put it in context. This is not being grotesque or anything, because I know some people on here are very churchical people and all these things. But we come from a time where the music used to speak, right? I said it before, like being a man, I feel have enough girl and girl in a bungle, girl from Rima, girl from jungle. So all these things, that to show you too that music is powerful. So we were very much influenced. And we were influenced by all these things. Like it have to kill me. And if you're dead like that, then that's okay. That's the way to go. I hope to go out like that. Yeah. So ever since we were young, we started like wishing like that's the way we want to go out. Yeah, I want to go out on a good piece of something. And it's like one of them one that will make you like, your toes be all like Crip, blood, west side. I you be doing all that, you speaking in tongues and stuff. One of those, and then God just said, come, it's time for you to go. And that's your last shiver. You just, with one of them face, that ugly face. And that's it. And he was out of there. I'll go out like, I'll take that. I'll tell you what, I'll take that over gunshot, stab up, car accident. Think of all the ways that we can go. I'll take that over laying down in a hospital, suffering for months and weeks and years, and them cut out part of your belly and put up, do the bag pan you and all these things. I'll take that. I'll go out like this. And she over there, babe. 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 Nope, I'm in heaven. Bye. I'll see you when you get here. Bye. I would just check out like that. That's why I'll be having the lights off too, not true. Nobody don't want to see each other ugly face. When you bust. Men, we be the worst too with them faces. John, when you sit here and look by here, I try to fix up your face. Someone is a demon. Oh, you don't stop. You don't stop. You don't stop. You don't stop. God, don't. It's okay, fellas. It's okay. We were designed like that. Nothing wrong with it. Boy, sir. We got a lot of things to talk about this morning, boy. Jada Pinkett Smith book tour. Worthy is the name of her book. For those of you who come here, please understand that we are Jamaican Americans, okay? So although we were born in Jamaica, we actually really were raised in the USA. So we do partake in all cultures, cross line. We're getting at the Yankee stuff them too. So we be talking about all American stuff and all that too, because we've been here since we were kids. And that's so that's something that I had to fight with for a very long time. Because anytime I would say, oh, I'm Jamaican, I used to have a lot of Jamaicans that used to be like, you ain't no damn Jamaican. You probably from Trinidad or when I hear a little accent, but you not Jamaican. Because whenever I talk to them like this, right? So I would speak regular English and they'll be like, he lying, he ain't Jamaican, he faking it. They used to call me a Jafacan. He trying to be a Jamaican. He ain't. But when you don't go around telling everybody like those who know you, and them know your family, and them know say, yo, they're straight from y'all them come from. And you don't speak to them like this in patois. So I battled with that for a long time. And then even starting YouTube, I used to battle with that too, because a lot of people used to come on YouTube and be like, why are you talking like that? You're talking about Jamaican topics, but you're talking like you're an American. Make up your mind. It's annoying. I hate it. I hate 1 minute you're talking like patois and the next minute you're twanging. Why are you twanging for? I hate it. A lot of people, I'm not talking about no 1 and 2. If it's 1 and 2 people, I wouldn't have said nothing. I mean, a lot of people. To the point where it was like, they have this saying, it's called find your own tribe. Right. So I stuck to my guns and I was like, you know what? There are a lot of people out there who live the same life that I live. Them left Jamaica a long time ago. They left the Caribbean islands a long time ago, not just Jamaica, because I grew up in the U.S. with a whole lot of different Caribbean people from all other Caribbean islands, and we all talk the same. 1 minute you're going to hear them talking about my Trinidad brethren, them. What going on with you, Jed? Now, what really going on? And the next minute they like, yo, what's up? You know what I mean? And it's not only us. And then I was like, that's my tribe. That's my tribe. That's my people. My people are the people who actually who actually can go right between both cultures flow fluently, probably because they've been submerged in it so long. And also, it gave me a kind of braveness to be like, yo, you could speak about whatever, and your topics can be even broader. Why people are just limited to talking about Jamaica. Jamaica is one little island. We can't come beat Jamaica every day and Jamaica topics every day. We live in a world now where the world is global because of the internet. So I can stay in the US right now and actually see what just happened in Jamaica. If a shootout is going on in Jamaica live right now and somebody go live with it and hide behind a little something and broadcast it, you there in real time watching people run and duck and bullet fly. So the world is smaller now, and we are all into everything and everybody's business. So there's no reason to just pigeonhole yourself and talk, oh, this is all I'm gonna talk about. I wouldn't be true to myself if I did that. So with that said, let's try to make it know something in the mix up still. And I like the whole Jada Pinkett Smith this week, been trending all week. Cause she was like she she was like crucifying Will Smith this week. Well, so the public think. I actually have something to say about that in a different kind of way still. Kaita Joy Empress, big up yourself. Kaita Joy says a lot of them don't realize that we can't help it. It's just automatic. So you switch between exactly. You could help it to a certain degree. After a while, you just switch, like automatically switch between from going home. My mother never spoke to us, and my mom is well spoken. My mother can speak. I'm not to brag or anything, but she is highly educated. She was a teacher from in Jamaica, right? She is highly educated and she can speak fluently in a certain manner. But when you in her presence, same thing for my dad. When you in their presence, it's if you are Jamaican, that's so we talk like this. So going home to hear this, and then where you do over there, so come here and hear me talk to you. Sit down over there, so and go from that to going to school and hearing, hi, how are you doing? What are you doing? What were you doing over there? Come here. Did you hear what I said to you? You know, it kind of like it's a beautiful thing. That's all I can say. So I don't know why people were offended by it so much, but I guess people just love trouble, right? A lot of them don't realize that we can't help it. It's just automatic. So you can switch between without even realizing that you switch. And Mr. Article Dan says, yep, when you're in certain careers, you have no choice. Absolutely. Life through Erica TV says, they say the same thing about me when I just came here as well. Even when I go to Jamaica, they even when I go to Jamaica, they make fun of me. When I went to the UK and came back to the US, though, I ended up staying in the UK for only 2 years. I was supposed to stay for 6 months, and I overstayed my welcome. When I hear that story there a million times, but when I came back to the US, I came back with a strong British accent, but it wasn't, it was, I'm learning now that there are different types of British accent, right? You could be Cockney, or you can be sound like you was a roadman from Southwest London or something like that. I think I came back sounding more like a roadman from Southwest London than anything else. So when I came back like that, everybody over here was like, why are you talking like that? Stop. And I'm like, what? Oh my God, he said it again. It's what? What? What you saying? What are you saying? Yo, come on, man, stop. And they were down on me so hard to stop it that I was young, I became conscious of it, and then I start work to actually change it to get back. Okay, I got to get back my Jamaican accent and my American accent and do away with the British accent. But it's funny how being there for only 2 years actually gave you that accent, because I wasn't trying to get it. I wasn't trying to get it. I was just around people and constantly on the move and, being surrounded and submerged in the culture. And I had no Jamaicans around me either. I met one or two in London that were Jamaican, and they actually spoke like that too. Like how Roadman from Southwest London. Yeah, the man come from Brixton, brother, or come from Tottenham, or come from one of them man there. And that's the kind of accent that I picked up from just being around those people. So I mean, you go places, you pick up something from everywhere that you go in life, and then you end up sounding like nobody could tell where you're from. They're like, damn, your accent. But now that I'm a grown man, I hear, oh, your accent so sexy. Where's that accent from? And I'm like, well, it's a long story. Cause you have story for tell now, you know. You see how life beautifies you? Now you have story for tell. Now you could be like, well, it's a little bit of this and a little bit of that, mixed with a little bit of this and that. And they start looking at you like, oh, he's so well traveled and he is so versed in this and that. You just sound so, speak to me, say more, kind of thing. Yeah. Even though some of my people them where I tell you about speak to me, say more is not people you want telling you about speak to me, say more. You know? Yeah, but we're not going to say too much about that this morning. So we're going to talk about Jada Pinkett Smith, her book. We're going to talk about the creamy crack. Creamy crack. Creamy crack. Y'all know what we call creamy crack, right? Perm. Perm. Oh man. It's crazy because the FDA now says that they're getting ready to ban perm. Perm, black women, perm out your hair straight. Cause your granny say, oh, our hair too rough. And it make me hand hurt me, make me arthritis act up. So me have to go perm it out to make it more easy to manage. Swear to God, I heard that when I was growing up. And I grew up with females around me. I'm gonna watch them here get perm out and jerry curls out and all these things because the people around said it was too hard to manage. So they started getting their hair perm at a young age. Perm. The FDA is getting ready to ban perm. But the outrage from black women because perm is getting ready to be banned is crazy. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Matter of fact, there's a footnote. There's a guy who, the same guy that Will Smith slapped. That's funny that we're going to speak about Jada Pinkett Smith, and he's the one that is in this as well. Chris Rock. Chris Rock actually did a special back in the day about perm. Not back in the day, just a couple of years ago. It's called Good Hair, LA. Oh, see. That's why I love my audience, man. And that's why I love when the green names are in here. When the white names them come in here, is like said them. Well, not all of them. Let me not talk bad about all of them. But the green names be on point. So, yes, it's called Good Hair, right? Let me write that down because I want to go watch it again. I remember Chris Rock going. No, let's talk about that later. Jada Pinkett Smith, creamy crack. More Haitians arrived in Jamaica, and Jamaica fling them out same time again. Why is Jamaica treating the Haitians like this? These are refugees that are seeking a better life, right? At the same time, I see our prime minister saying, oh, he stands with these people over there and these people need to be rescued over there. I'm trying to figure out why they doing the Haitians like that. We'll get into that. Self-defense. I saw a video coming out of Jamaica. Y'all know I'm a big self-defense kind of person. I'm not the kind of person that encourage people to push war and violence and these things on other people. I don't like it. I don't like people like those. I don't like people that have a bully attitude either and all that. If you can avoid drama, just sidestep it and go. I'm not even a confrontational person. Like if I think you're going to say something to me that's going to cause us to argue, I'm out. I'm not even going to stay around for the argument. I'm out. If you make my spirit feel uncomfortable, I'm out, right? So self-defense. I saw a video out of Jamaica. This man parked his bike across the road, blocked the road. Traffic stop. Get out. Start talk. How you, hey boy, I'm kill you, no boy, and how we are deal with. And then he goes up to the person in the car, and he's outside of the car. The windows are up, and they're arguing. The guy inside the car is sitting still. Mind you, his bike is blocking the road already, so the car guy can't drive forward. And what happens next is where I'm going to teach you what to do, right? So we're not talking about that yet, but we'll talk when we get to it. Triple murder again. That's Jamaica for you. Triple murder again. But there's a whole conversation surrounding that. The Prime Minister of Jamaica was giving a speech yesterday where he said that life is going to be twice as expensive under the People's National Party. Your cost of living is going to double. is the biggest mistake you will ever make. Voting for PM. I'm watching Andrew Holness talk yesterday, and I was like, damn, he's scared. He is. I ain't never seen him like that. He's always, to me, he's always confident, even if it's a level of ignorance, he's always confident. But when you saw him yesterday, I said, this man begging, boy. He is begging. He's not only begging, he is like using fear. You know how Pastor used to tell you about, you're going to burn in eternal damnation and your soul will be on fire forever. And this is a fire you can't out. This is a fire that burns hot and you can't quench these flames. And then you're picking right. So you're like, this is the indoctrination that most of us Christians went through. So you're like, oh God, you feel the fire round the back. One time when they put on the big pot on the fire, that did hot. And that was just fireside. So I don't want to go stand in a fire for the rest of my life. You know, you are scared. Some of us scared up to this day, up to this very day. Some of us are afraid. That's why one time you say certain things about religion and Christianity and stuff to people, the thing that automatically comes back to their mind is them burning in eternal fire. And they're like, yep, nope, don't question God. Don't do that. We're not having that conversation. How dare you talk about my God? Yeah, because they're afraid. And it was driven by fear. So I think that's what I saw Andrew Holness doing yesterday. Anyways, he had a whole lot to say about something that's actually very important that we're going to get into in a minute. And it's called Murder Shift. That's what it's called, Murder Shift. Triple murder again, murder shift, self-defense. More Haitians arrive in Jamaica. Creamy crack about to get banned. And Jada Pinkett Smith. Y'all choose 60 seconds which one you want while I sip this water. And we'll get into these topics and get them moving. Fear is vicious. Angel D, you telling me? When you tell people about like the Christian Crusade, like when they beheaded all those people and put their heads on a stake for others to see and all this other stuff, fear? Yeah, fear. If I saw everybody in my community head on a stake outside my gate lining the street, you best believe when I came outside and you asked me, so what's your religion? I'm saying whoever chopped them heads off and put them on a stake like that, that's my religion too today. I ain't saying nothing more, right? It's like Kunta. Kunta. Some of us didn't need to get hit more than once. Toby, dude, don't do that. I'm like Toby. I said Toby a long time ago. Give me the last name too. Damn. Why you hit me like that? That hurt. Yeah, all the voice changed. That hurt. Everybody saying Jada, like we going for Jada this morning, boy. Kaz Robinson alone said Jamaica. Lessa Steph, Jada Purple Royal, Jada Miss Goldie Robinson, Jada Vicky Victory says yes, Erica, and they said love to debate. Donna Davis says Jada Veronica Gill is laughing. Vicky Victory, big up yourself, Vicky. Good body, good Vicky, Tappy. Good body, Jada Marga like clothes hanger. Good body, Jada. Mr. Article done. Oh, she must be talking about Jada Kingdom, not Jada Pinkett. We talking about Will Smith, Marga Jada. All right, Live to Erica TV says fear is a serious thing and it will keep you from moving for better or for worse. Absolutely. A lot of us are caught up in fear. That's why we will never accomplish our wildest dreams. And I'll tell you something this morning too. Y'all apply this to your life from now on. Stop caring so much about what people think about you. At the end of the day, when they lay you down and say goodbye to you, whether you get cremated or go in a grave, none of those people who you cared so much about what they thought will care too much about you after you're gone. You hear me? So start caring about you and your mission, your focus, what you're here to do on earth. Stop fearing oh God, I'm not going to do that because they're going to laugh after me or they're going to think. Make them laugh. Make them think what them want think. You came to live. Live. Don't just be here. Live. See? Pinkett, Vicky Victory, Jada Pinkett Smith. All right, Vicky. Good morning, SouFLo and everyone. Rosalind Michael, big up yourself. Audrey Wright, facts. Angel D, amen. You have to remember, session Margato. Yeah. Put yourself first in everything you do. Absolutely, Kaz Robinson, like you told me with the channel. Yes, absolutely. Live through Erica TV. Just go for it. I went through a lot just trying to establish this channel. I get laugh after, I get cuss out, I get threatened. I got a whole lot of threats. Oh, I can't come back to Jamaica. If them see me in a Jamaica, them are going to shoot me in my face and bust out my head back. Some serious threats, too. None of it stopped. None of it stopped me. I was just like, yeah, okay, whatever. You're gonna have to show me when you see me, or we gonna have to. But I'm not stopping. And if I was driven by fear, I would have stopped, and we wouldn't be here this morning having these beautiful conversations and laughing and inspiring each other and living upright and good. So don't let nobody stop you, my friend. Do what you came to do, right? It's in you. You know what it is you came to do. Step out bold and live loud and proud. Other people that live loud and proud, you can too. Life, you. All right, so Jada, it is Jada Pinkett Smith. Right into the topic. All this to sell a book. I got a little footnote on Jada. I don't know what I'm do already. Jada Pinkett Smith. So Jada is on a book tour. A lot of people don't understand that. First of all, it's taken out of context. A lot of people think, oh, here she goes again. She's just up and just saying all kinds of stuff. And if I was her husband, I would be thoroughly upset. She's selling a book. That's what she's doing. She's on a book tour. The name of her book, I believe, is Worthy. Worthy. That's the name of her book. By the time Jada is done, though, by the time she's done talking, there probably won't be any need to buy this book because she looked like she's gonna talk out the whole book. But the crazy thing is, I don't know if you ever see a movie and they do the previews to the movie and you're like, yo, that's a bad movie. I want to go see that movie. Because the preview was like 20 different scenes of a man flying over here, so and then whole heap of shot fly this one, something blow up here, so car speeding down, it crashes into a train, and you're like, yo, that's captivating. I want to go see that movie. And when you go see the movie, you realize that it was those that you saw in the preview, those were actually the most exciting parts of the movie, and you saw it already when you saw the preview, kind of thing. So I fear for Jada that she might be out here saying too much and carrying on too much to sell a book. Then we're gonna realize, oh man, she already said that. They already beat that to death on social media. This is a boring ass book. But here's the trick: by the time you figure that out, you done paid $25 for her book, and 1 million people bought the book for $25 a piece. You do the math. That's $25 million. Of course, people are gonna get paid all tight. I don't care how it breaks down. I'm talking about the gross income of the book, right? And that's the goal, is to sell a book. Now, Jada has a husband. When was it okay to say? There are a couple of the things she said. She said Tupac Shakur, the great rapper Tupac Shakur, was her soulmate. If my wife said JoJo, who she used to hang out with back in the day, is actually her soulmate, you know, I would be highly offended. I can't even say I would be running for a divorce, but I would never look at her the same again. I would never look at her the same again. She said that Tupac Shakur was her soulmate, and but they never had any sexual relations. I don't know. Some new pictures surfaced of Jada, and I'm thinking Jada must be the one that be letting these pictures out, because her and Tupac in real life were really close, and I'm sure she has pictures that nobody else has seen out in the public. So I see one with Tupac hold up one of her leg, them in the ear, all these things. I'm like, yo, that give me smashed it vibes. You know that homegirl that you probably accidentally the two on the buck up in her, and you know on the buck up in her, and then it's like, okay, damn, that's weird. Why did we do that? Let's not do that again, kind of thing. That's the vibe it's given. But she's taking this one to her grave. She could say everything she want to say. He was my soulmate. He was my best friend. He was my this. He was my that. She better not say he smashed. If she say he smashed, Will is going to lose his top. If she ever said he smashed, Will is going to lose his top. So she could say everything else except for that. Then she comes out and says Tupac was battling alopecia too. I don't remember why Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. He slapped Chris Rock because Chris Rock said something about his wife, right? And was talking about her bald head. And then they turned it into this, oh, you're trying to make fun of a woman that's battling alopecia. It's a hair condition where you lose patches of your hair or whatever. And Jada is brave and bold. So she shaved it all off and all that. I'm not going to be the one to say I don't think she has alopecia. I just heard it out there in the streets. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But now to say that Tupac was battling alopecia as well. So not only was he your bestie, he was your soulmate, and then y'all have the same hair condition as well. It's just too much, Jada. It's too much. It's too much. She did an interview where she recently said how she met Will Smith. I don't know if y'all saw that one. How I met Will. And she talked about how Will Smith basically just inserted, he just inserted himself into my life. And like, he called me up. He said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Nothing." He said, "Are you seeing anyone?" I said, "No." He said, "Well, you're seeing me now." And sometimes that kind of assertiveness can be sexy, but I don't know. I don't know. And then we met up and we went out together, and I haven't been able to get rid of him ever since. I haven't been able to get rid of him ever since. It's like, have you been trying to get rid of him? I haven't been able to get. The only time somebody could say, "Yeah, I haven't been able to get rid of this skin condition ever since I start breakout in a psoriasis, and I use all kind of stuff on it, but I haven't been able to get rid of it." That's something you've been trying to get rid of, right? I haven't been able to get rid of him ever since. I'm like, damn. Watch where this is going though. Then she said, psychedelic. Yeah, like alopecia is uncommon. Yeah. The way he sounded in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? She was supposed to be on Fresh Prince and it ain't work out. Really? Yes, my niece has alopecia and she's completely bald. All right. Yeah, but everybody that has alopecia ain't bald. I mean, what are the possibilities that Tupac Shakur had alopecia and so did Jada? And then they're besties, and then it's just too much for me. It's just too much for me. My front ball, my best friend front ball. I don't know. She said that psychedelic drugs were introduced to her by her son. Now, I know a lot of you are virgins in real life. You don't know what psychedelic drugs are, but we live in Google age, so you can say Google or Siri. What is psychedelic? What are psychedelic drugs? So psychedelic drugs basically have you tripping, have you seeing stuff that's not there. I remember when I came to America, I'm a little kid, and then by the time I got to like junior high school, I'm around some white kids who were like, "Oh, you want to come to the park with us? We were tripping in the park yesterday." And I'm like, tripping? I think they running through the park and falling down, tripping. And why would anybody want to go tripping again? Is this something that they do for fun? Just run off, fall down, run off, fall down, run off, fall down. One of them explained to me, he was like, and the trees were chasing us, and it was crazy. And he said the clouds were breathing and they were waving like this, and the trees were chasing us, tripping. They were on mushrooms. I said, "Oh hell no! I don't want to be involved in anything that got me thinking like the clouds are waving and the trees are chasing me. Them thing that would make people lose their mind. I don't want to be no part of that." They're like, "No, it's fun. You just gotta have the right people around you." I'm cool. I'm cool. By the way, just a heads up, a moment of awareness. There's a brother that went to Jamaica, and somebody, I guess they were jealous of him and his accomplishments over the years. He went by somebody's house. They fixed him a cup of tea. This is a person who don't really normally eat and drink from a lot of people. They fixed him a cup of tea, and I think it was about 8 years later, he was still tripping. Yeah, it wasn't lizard tail. It was mushrooms. And I got to learn that Jamaica has some of those most potent mushrooms around. Jamaica. They'll boil you a cup of tea. You'll say to yourself, yeah, come in and really eat from people. You know, so if them say, you want some ackee and saltfish, may I cook some with some dumpling, you'll probably be like, no, I'm good enough, I'm full, me just, no, thank you. That's how them teacher, right? Have manners, but still reject the food. No, thank you, me just eat down the road and I'm kind of full still. All right, then, you want a cup of tea? Yeah, me take the cup of tea, it settle my stomach, and that cup of tea, that's all they need to give you. So if you're really one of them people there that don't eat and drink from people, don't eat and drink nothing from people. They gave him a cup of tea and they found out later it was a cup of mushroom tea. And about 8 years later, he was still tripping, still on the same trip, still walking, talking to himself. And of course, years had gone by, so he had deteriorated completely into a dirty kind of person that's out on road, not taking care of himself, kind of thing, you know. So be aware of that. But Jada said psychedelic drugs were introduced to her by her son, Jaden. I know Jaden over there saying, "Why you draw me into this?" Psychedelic drugs were introduced to her by her son, Jaden, and it saved her life from a well planned out suicide attempt. It wasn't going to be an attempt, it was going to happen. She had it planned out so good, she was going to take her own life. She was at that stage, a place in her life where she felt like she needed to leave Earth. And her son introduced her to psychedelic drugs. I don't know if y'all know this, but back in the 60s, I'm talking about back in the 60s, like I was around back in the 60s and I wasn't. Psychedelic drugs were used, though. Through my studies, I've found out that psychedelic drugs were used to aid people in depression and many other ailments out there. Like people that were actually going through early stages of Alzheimer's, dementia, all these other things. They used to give them psychedelic drugs like mushrooms and stuff. And LSD was the drug, actually. And they would be tripping. And they would somehow find them way up into this new enlightenment, as in this, a reason to survive and a reason to live now after they've gone through this trip. They actually do that also in other cultures, like shamans do. I think them have one in Mexico where they go down into this camp and everybody gets put in this tent and they seal the tent and they burn the stuff in the middle and it's hot in there and everybody goes tripping in there and you're guided though. You're guided by people who know how to help you in case you start having a bad trip and start, because what it is actually is things that are buried deep in your subconscious, they start to all come flooding to the front of your mind. So things you bury deep that keep on affecting you every day, and you don't even realize that that is what is affecting you. Like somebody who was sexually assaulted long ago, say 40 years ago, they might not realize that same incident has affected them all these years, and it has determined how your whole life actually turned out so far. So what you really needed to do was this is their concept, is to take it back from the subconscious, bring it to the forefront of your mind, face it and deal with it. That way you can overcome it, have some closure to it and move forward, right? Instead of having it buried back there and it keeps resurfacing and resurfacing and you're burying it back again, but it's affecting you negatively. So them lock them in this thing and they go through this psychedelic uh trip. And some people in there, them just close them eye and just rocking. And then some people in there batshit crazy. They in there just going through it. I don't know if I could do all that. I don't know if I could do all that. I would probably end up being one of the people they have to keep down there for years because, he tripped and never came back kind of thing. I'll probably end up like the brother who tripped off of the mushroom tea and 8 years later he was still tripping. But anyways, those are the drugs that she was talking about. And she said Jaden, her son, introduced it to her. At the same time, I said to myself, yeah, he introduced you to August Alsina too. That was her son's friend. But kill me dead. The big fly in their heads. No, sir. Woo! Give me a little bit of ganja, just pure ganja. Yeah, all right. Put that out. I'm good to go. All right. Me nothing I know. I'm mad, me, I'm mad out. I don't know what it was about, but I decided not to ever try it again. I was 19 years old. Now I'm in my 60s. LOL. Wait, Karen, what did you try? What while we at this stage, right, of the show, I thought about Jada Pinkett Smith because this is coming to a point. You're gonna like where this go. But what did you try? What matter of fact, I'll ask all of you this. What is it that you have tried that you would never try again? Angel D says the weed. The weed. you tried you tried the weed and you will never try it again. Yeah, I remember the first time I tried weed, boy, I was laughing my ass off. I laughed so hard that I thought I was crazy because I couldn't stop laughing. And then in them things that they tell you when you're growing up, they come back to the front of your mind. Cause while me there, I laugh till I'm in stitches, hearing one part of my mind saying, yes, see it there? Your mad out now. No, you're gone. Look upon you. I saw you go walk around and laugh all day, every day, and I'm dying laughing. You don't even remember what you're laughing for. You just a laugh. You bend up, your belly hurting, you laughing hard. Or for some stupidness that had no don't even make no sense. Right? And you scared. Once you get past that first scare, the door, it's a wrap. The weed, Karen noticed. Vicky Victor says, "Don't forget that I love ganja." See it there, Vicky? Kaita Dry Empress says, "Drinking tequila. You'll never try the tequila again." Veronica Gale says, "It's weed too." Red label wine for Vicky Victory. You'll never try red label wine again. Red label wine, good man. That you can take in moderation. Gave me a headache. All right. Laugh me have to run go to the bathroom and get my skin was on fire. Oh, you must have had that one that had like the red hairs on it. Donna Davis says weed. Somebody said ganja. King Biggs. King Biggs says somebody said ganja. Oxy. Make you see goblins after surgery. Ah. Coffee liqueur. Angel D. Vicky says it drunk me at 16. All right, yeah, 16, you're kind of young still. I slept for hours. Um, yeah, that oxy stuff. It wasn't oxy for. Was it? It was Percocets. I had a hernia surgery while I was in the army, and Percocet. So they gave me Percocet, right, to go home to heal with. Now me there my yard now. I'm a bust a Heineken with the Percocet. I bust a Heineken with the Percocet, and I'll never forget, boy. I popped them 2 pills, and I remember drinking like half of the Heineken. Like a green bottle of Heineken. I'm like, I could usually drink like 3, 4 of these. I drank like half a bottle of the Heineken, and next thing me hearing in my head was, woo, 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 and it wouldn't go away. And my head felt like it was going woo, woo, woo. It felt like I was having an outer body experience. So yeah, I don't even know how people get on them kind of stuff there and think that that's fun. I accidentally got there and don't ever want to go there again. Mixing alcohol. They used to give out Percocets like candy in the military. Yeah, and yeah, when you going through something, you used to get your Percocets, and I mixed it with alcohol by accident. I wasn't thinking nothing of it. Please stop giving weed a bad name. No man, when I don't give weed a bad name, I'm a big weed advocate. I think it helps a lot of people for sure. But I remember growing up in Jamaica though, and this brother named Paul from in my community, he licked some weed early in the morning when we were going to school, right? And I kid you not, the man run up a coconut tree, like run up a coconut tree and went right up in it fast as hell too. I don't know if you ever seen like a monkey in India just climb a tree just fast and up to the top. He did that, and I remember my grandmother saying, "You see that? Mad in my mad out. Stay away from ganja, and ganja is not nothing good for nobody." So when I first tried it, actually, That's exactly how I felt. Like a mad me dog, a mad out. I remember my grandmother saying that. I remember Paul running up in the tree. I remember, all the things that they tell you. People walk road and eat out a garbage can because a ganja them try and them mad out and all these things. So you're laughing, but it's a kind of laugh where after a while you can't control the laugh. If you remember your first experience, and then you eat and you eat and you eat and you eat, it helps. Weed has been my saving grace, Kaitai Dry Empress says. No, a lot of people. A lot of people. Anyhow, here she is talking about the psychedelic drugs, and I won't argue with that one. She said she was going to take her own life and it saved her. Then she said her and Will Smith has been broken up since 2016. So all this time we were thinking that they were still a couple. Jada Pinkett Smith says, Will and I have been broken up since 2016. So when the Oscars happened and he slapped the daylights out of Chris Rock, she was like, and he said, keep my wife's name out your mouth. She said that look you saw on her face when she was like, that surprise look is because they had not referred to each other as husband and wife since 2016. Wow. So Will came out to make a statement. Remember, people were like, Jada made him do it. Nah, he did it because he wanted to do it, kind of thing. And we hadn't been together since 2016. Well, dating Heidi De La Rosa for years now. Will Smith has been dating Heidi. I don't know. I think they're in an open marriage. But here's where this go. She said, this is my question to the audience now. My question is, do y'all think that, and I want you to really think about this, right? Do y'all think that prominent people, come on now, we're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars of a net worth. I think Will Smith net worth is probably like 300 million, something like that. Jada Pinkett Smith got her own net worth. Combine those, they're like filthy rich, right? They're Hollywood A-listers. They are celebrities that are at the top tier. You think these people are going to come out and tell you and I all the details of their life? Do you really think that? Here's the thing. Here's my thoughts. I think they're trolling us. I think they're clowning us. I don't think Jada even slept with August Alsina. I think everything was fake. I think selling products is what it is. And I also think they know what sells today, right? It's crazy to say it, but this is what sells today. You're not coming out, none of you on here is coming out to tell any of us your whole life and your deepest secrets. So why would you think they would do that? They wouldn't. Nobody would. None of us are coming out. I don't come out and tell you my deepest secrets and all the blunders in my relationship and every little detail of what we don't. They do that because they know that toxic sells today. Let me give you a different example real quick. If Jada ever came out and said, me and Will, we've been working very hard at keeping our marriage together, which is what she said now. She said now they are in a healing place. There is no marriage. Oh, they asked her yesterday about a prenup, just in case a divorce ever came about. And she said there is no prenup. There's no prenup. So, because there is no divorce, we're never getting divorced, right? We made a vow to each other that we're going to stay together for the rest of life, regardless of what happens. We're just going to have to find a way to work out whatever happens along this journey. And I respect that because that is what marriage is supposed to be, right? Now, all the other stuff we're seeing, and people are like, oh, save Will Smith. We love you, Will. Will, come back. Jada is a beast. She's hurting Will Smith. Everybody is on Will's side to save Will. That's all to keep you trending and all to sell books. Remember, in the entertainment world, all publicity is good publicity. When you stop talking about me is when I'm gone. I'm no longer relevant. If I could get you to talk about me every day, whether you're talking bad or good about me, you're talking about me, right? My topics are trending, whether it's favorable or not, it's trending. Now more than ever, she has a book that's coming out. She wants her book to be on the bestsellers list. She wants her book to be so controversial that it actually sells millions of copies. It's on the bestsellers list. Everybody has a copy. Everybody is talking about the details of it and all that other stuff. It looks like it's at the expense of Will Smith, but let me give you a good example. I remember when I said to Shakira, I said, babe, them people here, they don't want to hear nothing good, right? They don't want to hear nothing good. So here what? I'm going to do something today. She was like, what are you going to do? I said, just watch out for it. Don't worry. And when I got in the car on my way to work, I just grabbed the camera and I just started bawling, right? But now I'm acting right, but I'm bawling. I'm like, that's why you can't put your trust in them woman here, you know, cause look how much we invested in her and you see what she do me and all this other stuff. That stuff went everywhere. Up to this day, people are like, yeah, that's why your woman did left you and this, that, and the other. And it was all planned. It was it was all planned. Just to show you that people, if me and her had said, yeah, we're getting along fine, we're working on a baby, and we're trying to build our family, and we want to be a power couple, and we're trying to build a couple of businesses online, and increase. Nobody don't want to hear that. Everybody is like, yeah, all right, whatever, boring shit. On to the next one. Same thing for Will and Jada. If Will and Jada ever came out and said, yeah, we've been married since 1994, and it's been a lot of years. We've been together through our ups and downs. We're still standing strong. We're a picture of black love in Hollywood, globally. Anyways, you can just look around and see how many people have broken up or divorced since we've gotten together. We have no divorcing. We're committed to working stuff out. Look at our son. He's a multi-millionaire on his own by the time he was 19 years old, and an international model, and a this and a that. Look at our daughter. She is versed in music. She plays how many different instruments. She has her own band. She has many songs on the radio that you don't even know that she either wrote them or she is singing the song. You know what I mean? Look at this, look at that. People will be like, yeah, okay, whatever. Turn that page. People want to see, damn, why is she doing her husband like that? Oh, she dusted him off. Oh, she slept with August Alsina, the young boy. That's her son's friend. You see how much more salacious that story is? So people always want that nowadays, anyways. Back in the day, it used to be like, oh, that's disgusting. We don't want to hear from them. They're not a good example. Times have changed. Toxic is good now. Just like you have, I keep bringing her name up, Sexy Red, right? When last you ever heard an artist come out and say, I'm the raw dog queen? So how do you feel about sex? Have protection and whatever. I'm the raw dog queen. I don't like condoms. I gotta hit it raw. You know what I'm saying? I gotta hit it raw. And I caught a couple of STDs a couple of times, but it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? You just shake it off and just keep moving. This is who they give an international platform to. This is who they give the big stage to. So she could come out and say she's had a couple of STDs and she still doesn't like condoms, and she, hit it raw. She has to hit it raw. And well, it's just that it's just a bunch of toxic stuff. That's who is trending right now. If you wake up every day and look at the front of Black entertainment, that's who is there. Sexy Red, along with others who are pushing the same kind of message. So we're not out here trying to clean up nothing. We're just trying to show y'all that toxic sells, right? So if you really want stuff to sell, she says she the raw dog queen, Mr. Article Dad. She take it raw. She don't need no condoms. I don't even like condoms. I hate them. Yeah, I had a couple of STDs, but you know what I'm saying? You just shake it off. You know what I mean? Yeah. If that girl had came out and said, I've been working at perfecting my craft for the longest time. I think I'm at a place now where I can actually finally start making good music, and I hope I get into the right company with the right record label so that people will be like, bitch, move. Bye. Next. Who over here talking about My coochie lips pink and my booty hole brown. And that's her. That's her. That's one of her songs. Her coochie lip pink and her booty hole brown. And yeah. So ain't nobody checking for anything that is stable. Ain't nobody checking for anything that makes sense. And Will and Jada knows this. So what they're doing is they're capitalizing off of us and our insatiable appetite for the friggery. They want friggery? Let's give them friggery, babe. Okay? We're enemies again for the next month. Matter of fact, I'm heading over to Monaco. We're about to go start filming the new movie over there. We'll just use that time to tell the audience that we're separated and you're going through a rough patch and whatever. You could go ahead and talk about who you slept with and whatever, rile the audience up. And before you know it, they're trending. Oh, that's why they're not together. Because I see he's over here, she over there. Then, you start putting one in one. People so invested in their life. Some people out there care so much about Will. They care more about Will and how Jada treats Will. They care more about that than they care about how they treat their own spouse. They care more about that than how they treat their own spouse. LA. You know what's funny, LA? A few years ago, I remember, I don't know who it was exactly, but it was a black TV executive that said reality TV will be the wave of the future. And everybody was like, yeah, right. Corny ass shows they bring on every now and then. Who would have known? Fast forward till today. Reality TV has such a strong influence. Like I keep saying this, if you look at the people that watch certain shows, they act just like the people who act in those certain shows. I tell men this all the time. If your woman watches Love and Hip Hop and she watches the Real Housewives of blah, 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 who, and whatever, I guarantee you got some problems at home because she's probably going to be coming at you like how those women on those shows go at their husbands or go at their mates. They just pick up the behavior. Grown women are being influenced. You think only children get influenced? Mm-mm. Grown people are influenced. Grown people follow fashion. We call it follow fashion in Jamaica. Grown people are follow fashion. They want to be in whatever is hip and whatever is now. What they did was they used these shows to basically show some people how to be. And they followed it. Blueprint. Girl, this is how you gotta be. This is what a bad bitch is. And there's nothing wrong with you calling yourself a bad bitch. A bad bitch is empowering. A bad bitch is it's a woman who stands up for what she believes in and goes for what she wants. So why you couldn't just say you're a woman that stand up for what you believe in and go for what you want? Why you gotta call yourself a bitch? Oh, because they say it on the shows that they bad bitches and I want to be a bad bitch too. Me and my bitches, it's crazy to see how influential these shows are. But yeah, that's what's going on with Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, especially Jada in my mind. She's trying to sell the book. And yes, it looks like the book is selling. And I wish her all best to selling the book, but this is my theory. My theory is that none of that stuff that they're telling you goes exactly like that. Because none of us, it just take a little bit of common sense for you to sit back and say, yeah, I wouldn't tell the public that about my relationship. I wouldn't divulge certain information about my life to the public like they're doing. And they have a lot to lose. And they have a whole lot of money and their life is heavily secured. Well, and Jada, you will never see them at the airport getting on the same kind of plane that you get on. You commercial, that's fine. You first class, that's fine. You still won't see them at the same airport because they don't go through the same airport that we do. They don't even fly in the same space that we do. They private jet to whatever location they're going to. And they have a security detail wherever they go. Their life is different from ours, right? So why would they come and tell us all this stuff? They have the powers to keep everything secret that's malfunctioning about their life. Right. Life Through Erica TV says, I used to watch the Real Housewives of Atlanta, the way they behave. I said, what makes them different from the people in the ghetto? that they criticize. Money, please. Exactly. And that's all it was. It's glorified hood ninjas, the worst of us kind of thing. King Big says at SouFLoTV, she talk about Tupac and he ain't here to dispute it. That's the thing. You notice the timing of her book release though. Tupac Shakur's murder has allegedly been solved. So it's a trending topic because Tupac was well known within the industry, entertainment industry, music and arts. And for 20 something years, everybody was like, damn, who killed Tupac? Who killed Biggie? We had all these theories. Is it the three-letter people? Is it a conspiracy to bring down hip hop, this, that, and the other? And then boom, this guy comes out and he's like, getting arrested for it. They knew he did it a long time ago, or he was in the vehicle when it was done, all this other stuff. So, in essence, Tupac's murder has been solved. Now, when that makes headline, here comes Jada right on that wave. Boom, I got a book to put out, and the book is called Worthy. And by the way, me and Tupac, we were best of friends. That was my best friend. And then she starts releasing these clips showing her and Pac dancing together. Nobody else has those clips. Their relationship was real. Perfect time to release the book. And then, but we can't just release the book. We have to release the book and make it so that people look. Give you another good example. Something you can probably relate to more. Remember the dancehall artist Alkaline? Remember when Alkaline come out, "Love me, let me live my life," and he's singing all these songs, and people weren't really like gravitating to Alka putting the eyes. And then the story behind the eyes was they flew a surgeon into Jamaica because they didn't have any surgeons in Jamaica who could tattoo your eyeball. So he tattooed the white part of his eyeballs black, so it looked like he had all black in his eyes, right? And everybody was like, damn, that's drastic. So every time his music came on, they associated it with this crazy ass person that just tatted his damn eyeballs. And he rode that wave for quite some time. Then when his music established him as an artist and he was able to fly out, leave Jamaica, start going places, him just go outside without the lens, the contact lens. And for the first time when we saw him, everybody was like, "Oh, yo, you say Alkaline? With no, I'm a lion. No, lion did a lie a long time." He was trying to ting and it worked because that's what people want. They don't want to hear your good talent. They could care less. Lucky for him, he had good talent. He had good songwriting skills, but he did not have the oomph to carry it until he did the eyeball thing. Now, once it was established, he took that out and he's here. You can't take it from him again. See, you have to find a way, just like how Jada got to find a way to sell that book now. I got a book. It's a product. How do I sell this product? How do I make people look in this direction? Oh, what better way? Tupac was my soulmate. Everybody is like, that's a messed up thing to say. What happened to Will? That's your husband. How are you going to say another man is your soulmate? Tupac had alopecia too. What the hell? How far are you going, girl? Yeah, I was on psychedelic drugs and I mean, hey, live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo.
Good morning, family. How you doing?
Good. Can you hear me?
Oh, loud and clear. I wish everybody sounded like this when they call in.
And I'm on my Bluetooth.
Oh, really? Take off the Bluetooth. Take off the Bluetooth. We can't hear you. You see you?
That's why I'm asking. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Because I know you're going to say, you got me on Wi-Fi? You got me on Bluetooth? I'd be like, every morning the man of the So my 2 cents on this, Jada, Pac, Will. She and Pac really did have a legit relationship.
They did.
But that was like from they were kids.
Mm-hmm.
they trauma bonded.
True.
Because Pop Mama was on crack, and Jada's mama was on crack too.
So damn, they have a lot in common. Both their mamas on crack.
Yes.
They both had alopecia. They both. I mean,
them never have no alopecia. That was her slick way of telling you that they exchanged body fluid.
Oh, you think they? You think they
Pop infected me with alopecia?
Oh God. Through the peon.
So to me, it's one of those relationships, that first love at first sight thing that you just can't get over. It's just that pure infatuation that you mistake for love.
You think that's what happened to them?
I think that's what happened to her.
Yeah.
Because Tupac ain't never go around thumping Jada like that.
Exactly.
That's what happened to her. And poor Will has been trying to compete with a dead man.
Man, I think they talked that out behind the scenes. And I think, matter of fact, I think Will is a part of it because Will probably say, what's a good selling point? That Tupac stuff. Ramp it up, Jada. Go ahead and say, you and him had.
Let me tell you something.
Think so. I think
Will is discreet.
Yeah.
Will is living his life very discreetly.
No, Will sneaky. Will ain't discreet.
Jada is a little hood rat.
Oh God.
That is trapped, and she wants to come out and. What her daughter said, I whip my head back and forth. I whip my head back and forth.
Jada, this is not my saying. The callers calling.
That's all
and
right.
They say
it's on me.
They call in and they
it's
say
on
what they
me.
want. I don't think you're a hood rat or anything, but I do.
No, she is.
You think she's a hood rat?
She is.
Oh God.
Yeah, she's a hood rat, and poor Will has had her trapped.
Ja.
And let me tell you why she's a hood rat. The fact that she's not getting this divorce. We make pacts in the hood, and we stick to it and believe it. No snitching. Snitches get stitches. That's her. That's her and Will and Tupac, the threesome.
You're gone.
She's a hood rat, and she wants to be free from Will's bound. She has her bound where she want, they want to portray this perfect Hollywood couple, black love type thing. She wants to be free from all of that.
You ready to throw her a divorce party? You ready to throw Will a divorce party? I could tell. But I
wouldn't leave him either, though.
Huh?
I wasn't going nowhere. I would be making that pack right along with her.
Oh, but okay. So, I mean, what you talking about hood rat then for? I think that's what every married couple should do.
That's hood rat behavior.
Hood rat behavior to say we're never getting divorced.
Got her wound shift by August 18th. Please stop. Don't say he didn't get it. He got it.
I don't think he got it.
He got it. Because
you got the book?
Before the whole, I was listening to the book. Somebody, another YouTuber, was reading it live in California.
Neek at Night, a girl.
Yeah, Neek at Night.
Yeah, shout out to Neek. Neek was reading the book last night.
Shout out.
I just saw it this morning. I didn't get to listen to it yet, but I think I'm gonna get the book because I think there's something in the book that she's probably not telling us everything, but I just want to see what the content of the book is. Basically,
they can't tell you everything because, like you said, it's a ploy to make money.
Yeah. But you sound like you believe in all that, though, like it's reality.
Right. Ain't nothing best like reality. Not scripted, but uncut and uncensored reality.
All right.
But that's my 2 cents.
All right. I'll take your 2 cents. Big up yourself. Take off the Bluetooth.
Take it out.
Big up yourself. All right, later. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Grand rising to you.
Grand Rising family, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing well.
All right, talk to
What
us.
me want to ask?
Uh-huh. Ooh, she
The lady
switched.
was just calm.
Hey.
She living at the house with Jada and
I that me I
Will?
say. Watch how we are gonna mix up now.
That-
That me I say. Right?
she know too much.
Right? Yeah, at them, but at them, the people that me I talk about, these are the adults that they do these things for. Because some people take it to heart and they're like, yeah, them I tell you everything and everything is the truth and you know it's live and
Come
raw
on.
and uncut. I mean, ask yourself, right?
Listen, me no know not them. There are some rich people. Me no know them life that are for them life.
Mm.
Them a do them things. Your market fair about to get some money.
Seeing?
Me not have no time for that right now. I'm not to know. Say is the lady going like the living at the house with them and she know all about the people there.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Everybody just need to mind their own business. Jada and Will is doing their thing. Them a live all them live for years now. That's them. It's making them happy.
Mm-hmm.
More power to them. If
True.
you like it, I love it.
Same
And
way.
that's it.
All right. Bet.
All right.
Bet. The caller sound like she invested, man. Like she know for a fact that that's how it is. But guess what? That's what it's supposed to be. That's what it's supposed to be. Hey man, shout out to Jada and Will. Jada and Will know how to play the game, and they playing the game well, and it's working. You know, at the end of the day, the goal is this. I'm gonna give you a good example again. If me and Shakira right now start act like we are go through grievances and she go up on our channel and F SouFLo and you remember me telling you the real stuff about him and this, that, and there. Watch and see how many people over there. A long time, me I tell you so, you know. Yeah, that dirty boy there. And then you have a lot of people over here too. Damn, SouFLo. Yeah, I could have seen it. I saw it on her. And, you know, people get invested like that. But what you don't understand is this. While all that are going, your ratings are going up. Your ranking is going up. Even on YouTube, your views are climbing. Your videos are ranking differently. So they're getting seen more often than not. And all these other things. What does that equal at the end of the day? Dollars and cents at the end of the day. So me, honestly, matter of fact, you know what? Me I pick a fight. Me I pick a rotted fight with Shakira. And we are going to break up and we are going to argue and act like animal and give you two different versions. I promise you. Watch. We're going to do it. Because at the end of the day, it comes out to dollars and cents. Now, when I'm sitting here and I look at my balance in my account and I'm like, damn, we need to fight some more. Hold this in your ass. And we're fighting some more again. It works. It works. Mrs. Nia says, I'm bringing in top-notch viewership, and that's all that's important because that's what pays. Absolutely. Absolutely. Drama sells. Always. Always. You my fish long time, shaking my head, LOL. Everyone become a fish when them is not liked. A long time, me I tell you, say the boy a fish. Long time, him not like woman, you know. Long time, me I tell you, big butt boy that. Me don't know, girl, me him sick my stomach. Me don't know how. Here one lady said to Shakira, she said, he's not even attractive. I don't even know what you see in him. Him not look good. Him not this, him not that. I'm like, so I'm going to look at the person profile, right? I'll never forget. If you're going to take pictures and put them online, at least clean off your mouth corner them. Yeah, you know, like when stuff rot up in a people's mouth. I have a thing about oral hygiene. So that was the first thing I saw when that lady said that. I say, who this? But him not look, I don't even know what you see in SouFLo. I'm ugly. Him this, him that. First, hear me now. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. What is good looking to you might not be good looking to somebody else. May I try to defend myself? Something said, go look on that woman's profile. And I went and looked at her profile. I'm like, I can't fear man this. I know me she talk about. Because our man look like he's about 10 months pregnant when we said them big belly there. Yeah. And look dry. Like him really need him and lotion and malice. And then all this white stuff bubble up in a fear mouth corner that and y'all take pictures like that and put them on social media. I'm like, yo. So people are gonna talk. You just can't follow people. Stop following people. Some people will sit on at them yard and talk about you're ugly and you're nasty looking and you're this and that. I remember one time we were doing a cooking video. For those of you who've been on this channel long enough, you know some used to do cooking too on the channel. We used to actually do videos where we're preparing a meal, but while we're preparing the meal, we're having a conversation, right? And the conversation has nothing to do with food. That's so while we're doing this now, here's some of them. That the kitchen they're nasty. Them couldn't feed me nothing. Lord God, out of that let them eat. And the food not even look good. And this so one of them that said the kitchen looked nasty and we couldn't feed them nothing. If you're gonna do cooking, make sure you can afford a nice kitchen first. I went and looked at the person that was saying this, and I kid you not, the kitchen that they were in. I mean, I said nothing about our humble beginnings, but the kitchen that they were in, it was a kitchen that I really, really wouldn't eat out of. But them have the kitchen that you really wouldn't eat out of. But them on social media talk about the kitchen. Yo, not even roach wouldn't go into that kitchen there. How fit them kitchen look. And all you gotta do is scroll through people profile for a while, cause you know people after a while them don't take picture in every part of them house. You get to know what the bedroom look like, you know what them bathroom look like, you know where outside look like, you know what the front of the yard look like, you know where the kitchen look like. Them done take 50 selfies in the kitchen already, you know what the kitchen look like and everything. I didn't even reply. You wouldn't eat out of my kitchen. My kitchen has never looked like that. Ever. You don't even deserve my reply. But keep on commenting because each time you come back is a view. It registers as a view and more interaction and another view and more interaction. Sometimes me even used to cuss out people just so them can come back. And they didn't even know what they were doing. They're like, yeah, me in it with the boy, I know. Hey, big thinking but boy. This how they typing, right? Them angry, you know. Big thinking but boy. This me at home. I'm like, Shakira is like, I don't know how you do this. Come in out the stomach for this. I can't be arguing with these people. I say, I don't give a damn. As long as my check come properly, I'm good. So when them go, big thinking but boy, this me. Up under your granny. Hey boy, so and so and so. Wait for a reply. Reply, come back again. You don't see, you stupidity, you act like you don't have no sense. Wait for your next reply. By the time I'm done with some of these people, literally, them used to have like a thread like this with about 50 minutes. This person came back 50 times. One person. If you can get one person to come back to your video 50 times, think about how many videos you've actually went back to 50 times on YouTube. Probably never. Probably never. So I realized a long time ago, this was in 2016, 2017. Me not stay so again. But I realized a long time ago that in order to build, I was like, you know what? All right, engage them. You ever see me at night time, me I get my finger them ready. Me have a big cup of coffee over here. So me I stay up all night and me I answer everybody. And I used to stay up all night and answer everybody for real. Who says something good, get something good back. Who says something bad, get something bad back. I'm giving you tips on how to run a channel. I even used to be like, this is stuff I learned in school, right? Don't ask closed-ended questions. Ask open-ended questions, which means it will force them to elaborate. So in time, them like, oh man, he the host of the show and him answer me. Oh, that's so cool, SouFlo, you actually answered. So and so, you know, I was in Jamaica last week and this and that. Don't just go like and hit like. Me hit like and then me ask a question. So what part of Jamaica did you go last week? And how was Jamaica for you? Would you go back again? Me ask them 3 questions in a 1 sentence. Them come back, 1 paragraph. Jamaica was great, man. I went to so-and-so and I ate this and that and the other. And I keep that conversation going. Not just negative stuff, positive stuff too. And keep that conversation going and going and going. And before you know it, them come back 50 times. Them done log off and go watch other video, you know. And each time you come back to the video, it's registered as another view to the video and another view to the video and another view to the video. So that's why I always tell the people, them say, the one them where cuss me and you come to the channel just to cuss me, I'll engage you. And I hope you come back and keep cussing. Cuss some more. And cuss a little bit. You know what I call me nothing new today? Me a big Batman today. All right, sir. Okay then. What me I gonna be tomorrow? All right. Me at that tomorrow. Okay. And tomorrow I'm engaging you again too. I need you to come to the same video about 10 times for the week. When that check comes, Believe me, I don't remember a damn thing that you said. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember a damn thing you said. All I know is, damn, need to do this more often. That's what I'm saying. Me and Shakira probably have to go start fight star cause nobody don't want to hear that. Oh, the kids are doing okay. Thank God everybody is healthy and we're happy and we're working on our differences and our problems and we're strong together or we're working on making our relationship work and nobody don't want to hear that. That's boring. Fight. Somebody needs to fight. SouFlo, fling something on fire, make you fling something and lick you in your forehead. We need to come see one of AI them swell up again. Y'all remember when my daughter poked me in my eye? You see how much people come on the channel and talk about a lie tell. I hear man Shakira did a fight, I juk she juk out. I juk she juk out in your eye, I come talk about baby juk you in your eye. No baby no juk him in my eye. I man him woman a fight. But him a try hold it down. I should have ran with that. You see what she do to my eye? You see this? You see? That's what I should have done. I missed the opportunity. But I'm gonna try me again. I say. Yeah, no lie, it was my daughter. So we have this one room in the house, right? Where the room has 4 beds in it. And in that room, we gather and everybody spread out in there and we turn off all the lights and we have a movie evening or whatever. I'm gonna lay down there, and because it's dark in there, I can't see where my daughter's hands are. And she was much smaller than she is now. So I hand them everywhere. She jumped on me in the darkness. And you know, you can barely see who in that room with you, but you can't really see. Like our little hand them and move around and thing. I pick her up like this. Melanie went, and just innocently like that, her finger went right into my eye, in my eyeball and everything. And I remember me gave her to her mother and I grabbed my eye and I laid down and I felt like my eye was throbbing like this. I just said to myself, say, this is not going to be good. My eyes really hurt. Shakira said, get up and go put some ice on it. I said, no, man, it's all right. Come and get licking at my eye before, and worse than that, and nothing never happened. Sure enough, when I went to the doctor said, if you had put some ice on it, the blood would not have coagulated like it did in your eye. So when the trauma from that jamming at my eye with our finger, when we wake up in the morning, y'all remember my eye? There was no white in that eye. It was the black part of my eye, that's all, and everything else was purple red. Blood settled in my eyeball. And I'm like, yo, when I wake up and I saw it in the morning, man, I'm like, I'm going to lose my eye. Me I go blind. You better me in a war. A man shut out my eye or something. A baby just joke out my eye like that, and now I got one eye. I started panicking because, you know, I'm a hypochondriac and all that. I get a little sore throat. I think it's throat cancer. You know what I'm saying? My belly start hurting. I think my kidneys are failing. I'm that kind of person. I just be thinking the worst of everything. So when I saw my eye like that, I thought I was going to lose my eye. But I should have run with it. And I didn't. But I promise you, the next time anything happen, I drama. I run with it. And oh no, just go along with the storyline. All right? Him and Shakira did a fight and she thumped him in the eye. And oh, when they see me in the car doing too many videos in the car, I guess she throw you out of the house. No. Long time I don't see him in the house, you know. Boy, I live a road. See there? Hotel room to car. She kick him out. So the next time I go on the road, I'm bringing my computers and all that stuff. So they can see me in a hotel room and in the car. And then we have a bus a fight. That's a two. And she can go up on PR channel. It's hard to get her to join me in these things, man. But I'm telling you, if I did me alone, if she would just follow my lead, we'll be fighting all the time. Just for Uno. And we'll be like, me get fling out all the time. I live a road, me and my car for the next 2 weeks. I'm going to, and then we could do like a big old grand, I'm going back home today kind of thing. Camera right here as I walk up to the front door, ring the bell. She open the door, throw water upon me. You know what I'm saying? Close back the door. Y'all will be all into that. Oh, she wet him up. Damn. Brother, you know, say that's why man have them own things, because look there, girl treat you like dog, bro. She just dash water in your face, brother. Next one would have said, boy, that's why man have side chicken, because when time one go on, so you can just go to the next one yard and go bill until things get better. Next one would have said, you know what I'm saying? Why you letting a woman treat you like that? This is crazy. Next person would have said, oh my God, SouFlo. Then you got one senior citizen woman, we call herself Cougar now. SouFlo, you can surely come over to my house. I will take care of you, darling. You don't need to be treated like that. Here is my number. Hit me up. And then you're going to have one next. No disrespect. I had one. She was like, I don't think she even followed me no more. She get vexed. I guess she felt rejected, right? She was like, yeah, and she have her own this and her own that. And I noticed for a while that something was going on with you and your wife, and I just couldn't tell what it was. I just know what an unhappy man looks like when I see one. And, a man like you need love and care and affection and this and that. And I'm like, what, grandma? I ain't going down that road with you. You know what I'm saying? You know see what my wife young. Eh? What me I do with Oloman? What me I do with Oloman? I respect my grandmother and my mother too much. What am I doing with Oloman? I understand like I said still in mommy, but I'm not ready for them life there yet. You see me? Hey, let's take this call real quick. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFlo people.
Morning.
Good morning, everybody. Listen, people have to be careful, right? They put all of this negative, toxic bullshit out there, and people are taking this stuff on in their life. And I wonder why them I'm out. Why is it that I feel this way? Why is it that I'm so agitated? Because the machine is putting out a lot of crazy information that you're taking into your system over and over again. Just like you said, if I behave, if I watch the housewives, eventually I'm going to start trying to treat my man like I'm a housewife.
Right.
And people don't get that.
True. Just like the guys who watch these kind of videos like Rap Ninjas videos and, I'm toting the blicky and we hood ninjas and we in the streets getting money and all that. Don't you notice they act the same way like they're living in a rap video?
Yeah, it's true. Even when you watch the kids playing the video game, the more they get saturated with the video game, it's the more they start acting like the damn characters on the video game. It's like anything that you consume too much is not good for you.
Yeah, anything you consume too much becomes you. That part.
You become it. Yeah, and then the other thing is money is the root of all evil. They don't have to, they don't have nothing to do. Like we had to wake up this morning, make breakfast, make a cup of tea. They have somebody to serve them this stuff. So them can't sit down and think about all manner of evil for get into. And then when them get into the madness, them might try draw we with civil pour yourself in the madness.
True. Absolutely.
Stop turn up the radio.
Absolutely.
Because he's going to tell me to feel like he off. My son in the car is turning up the radio, and I'm like, don't leave the radio alone. No, I don't have to hear him. That's good. I'll watch it later. See, guys, have a good day. That's my 2 cents.
Manners and respect here. All right.
Right.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, right, all we know is this. If we know it says entertainment, just treat it like entertainment and keep it moving. Nobody start taking it in too much in your spirit, just like the caller just said, right? Real talk caller, and that's why it's called programming. I don't watch any of them. Call them a program, yo. Yeah. The love of money is the root of all evil. Somebody else says, British Jamaican girl says, it's not money is the root of all evil. It's the love of money is the root of all evil. I don't know what is the root of all evil. I don't know. I know say if you don't have money, you can't do certain things. And then, you're going to start feeling a certain kind of way about life. Because life, unfortunately, that's where we're at. Is where money is the thing. So there are people out there who exist without money, though. They live in a community that deals with bartering. And they live off-grid. And but that's the extreme, isn't it? That's the extreme. To go off into the woods and get your lighting from solar and you don't have no light bill for pay and you live off the land and you have couple chicken where you kill chicken when you need chicken and you eat the eggs from them same chicken there and you go fishing in the river The river supplies you with fish, and you build your own garden with your callaloo and your cabbage and your cucumbers and your this and your that. And you can use your cucumbers as dildo too. So sex toy right there along, carrot if you're not ready for a cucumber yet. All kind of something like that. You don't have to be in the kind of world that they want you to be in, but all that is looked at as extreme though. And we ain't going all that way. I'm just saying. Here's another thing that I noticed though, and I'm gonna switch the topic right after that. Anytime you start to too much conscious nothing, you out of there. You out of there. So you better make sure you have a nice blend of everything. Too much of this preachy, and we are trying to kumbaya and bring everybody to the right or to the left. You out of there. And I'm not trying to be any of those. Let me tell you something right now. I'm not trying to save nobody, and I'm not trying to be nobody influence nothing. What I know about big people is this: grown people will always know what they want, and grown people will always go after what they want, right? So me don't tell the man them about stop kill off the woman them man when them want to leave the relationship, just make them leave. No, the way I do. The way I do, because who not gonna do that, just not gonna do that. And ain't nobody out there listening to me that's gonna say, SouFlo said I shouldn't bust our head, so me not better bust our head, I pack my bag and leave. No. Y'all gonna bust our head anyway, if that's what you wanted to do. And I've come to realize that. So me not try to save nobody out here. I'm in it to win it, as just like everybody else. Anyways, the Rastas in the mountains in Jamaica, they are living off grid. Them a pay JPS up there, them not live off of no grid. JPS string electricity gone up there, don't? I think they have electricity up there, don't they? Do they? Off grid is when you're not hooked up to any power company. You're not hooked up to any power company off grid. Off grid, you're complete, you can't be found. Them have cell phone up there, which can be tracked, IP addresses and all. Them have electricity up there, which them have to go pay a JPS a bill every month. Or light you. Good. King Big, see there? Now is a good time to plug Soninka Solar Lighting. So we're trying to push this Soninka Solar Lighting thing for King Bigs, big up yourself. We're trying to push the Soninka Solar Lighting thing for Jamaica, and they are the people who will come to your location wherever you're at. They have people on the ground there. This is a real something. There are people on the ground there. You don't have to pay JPS for this. JPS might light your house and everything, but round a back and down at the farm and round at the corner upon the lane, just like people like me who come from the hills and mountains of Clarendon, Jamaica, where it's dark up there. Up to today, it's still dark up there. When you can light your area. Contact Soninka Solar Lighting. These are commercial grade lights that are used. You use a remote control to control the big heavy light them. What's your name? They call it moon pan stick. Vicky Victory call it a moon on stick because they're that bright. Light up the whole area. And you don't have no light bill, right? So Soninka, matter of fact, while we at it, let me just drop in Soninka's phone number 1954-275. Tell us that SouFLoTV sent you for a nice discount. 9737. Please remember to mention us. Soninka Solar Lighting. SONINKA Solar LIGHTING. Soninka Solar Lighting. See them there? Right there, so. Call them and get your solar. Matter of fact, Christmas time I come, right? A lot of you got family in Jamaica, right? Right? You care for your family and stuff. That's a nice gift for the summer. Mama can go around at the backyard and in the middle of the night, the backyard light up. Imagine that light that's collecting sun power all day. And then when it goes dark, the light comes on and it's powered by the sun. And the light come on bright. And she can look and see who are run through our backyard at night time. She can go out there for herself. We used to afraid to go out the door at night time when we were growing up in Jamaica. But good one, King Biggs. Good one. Anyhow, let's move on to another topic, okay? We already know what it is. Shout out to Will and Jada, and I hope Jada book sells 1 million, 10 million copies and more. I'm definitely going to get this book, and we will probably even do a reading here when we get the book, because I think there might be some more salacious stories in this book. that we need to get into, just for fun's sake, right? Creamy crack. That's the next one. Creamy crack. Chris Rock did a special, and I remember Chris Rock going to a lab scientist, and Chris Rock dropped off a bottle of one of the more famous brands of cream for hair at this scientist to find out what are the components in it that makes it up, and if they're toxic, and should they be used. And I'll never forget, that scientist said, nobody should be using this. This is highly toxic, highly carcinogenic. No one should be using this. This is a normal bottle, you know. He went to the store, got it from the store, took it to the lab, gave it to the scientist. The scientist broke down the components of it. And the scientist said, whoever is using this, I would advise them to stop using this right now. That was years ago. Years ago. Nobody cared. Black women still bought the same exact product that was seen in that video. And you know the thing about Chris is he never said stop using it. He showed you what's in it and left it up to you to stop using it. So with that said, here we are, years later, and the FDA, which is the Food and Drug Administration, is now saying that they are looking at banning the creamy crack. But the crazy thing is the amount of black women that are lashing out against this stuff getting banned. Oh, they need to go ban these foods that they be feeding us. Ain't nobody feeding you that food. You buying that food for yourself. There's nobody that's feeding you that food. I went to the Whole Food Market the other day and I picked up a watermelon, a seeded watermelon from local farmers. And I looked at all the other stuff that's in there. And you know how people always say, well, it's cheaper to eat bad. That's why a lot of people eat bad, because it's cheaper to eat bad. And good food is expensive. That's a lie. It really, really comes down to a choice. It really comes down to a choice. And the choice that a lot of people are making is that they're going to continue to eat bad, to put bad things on their bodies, to consume everything that's bad. And then when the bad stuff happens to them, they cry out loud, right? People still use perm, the buffalo, so the rest. What you talking about? Majority of these women you see walking around here permed out. They won't be caught dead without it either. I know a lot of sisters that will not even come out the house if it ain't fried, dyed, and laid to the side. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be sizzled. It's got to be fried, dyed, and laid to the side. And if it's not, she wrapping it up. That's when you see them at the grocery store, right? With them head wrap up tight. You're like, damn, she always got her hair done and looking nice and stuff. Why her hair wrapped up today? Because it's due to be done and it hasn't been done yet. And she would hate for you to see her in that state. So she on her way to an appointment right now. Matter of fact, you probably seen her in the store because she came to pick up a couple bottles of that creamy crack. And then she's about to go drive over to her hairdresser to get it done. So this was popping right here. Revolt played this. Why is these people on my stuff, man? I don't want to hear from you. Let's go for this. Turn the volume up. No?
So many black women, Jenny Mitchell got her first relaxer as a child, chemically straightening her hair at just 8 years old. She continued with regular touch-ups every few months for the next 20 years until she was diagnosed with uterine cancer at 28.
I am the first voice of many voices to come.
Now, Jenny is suing relaxer manufacturers, including L'Oreal and SoftSheen, claiming their products are full of cancer-causing chemicals.
Stand up to these companies and say no more.
In her class action lawsuit, Jenny claims her diagnosis was caused by regular and prolonged exposure to phthalates and other
Vicky, you don't have no
endocrine-disrupting
sense
chemicals
enough,
found in
Vicky.
L'Oreal products. Uterine cancer isn't the only gynecological issue linked to relaxers. According to the Black Women's Health Study, so are uterine fibroids.
I just want to be clear that this study establishes an association.
Like so many Black women, Jenny Mitchell got her first relaxer as a child, chemically straightening her hair at just 8 years old. She continued with regular touch-ups every few months for the...
She's not a man. She had cancer. And you know when your hair drop out, when you're going through your chemo, right? But Vicky, your other comment about you used to love Big Willie, but as you got older, you feel the need to preserve this body like fine wine. So no more Big Willies to your thing. Yo, my girl, go Bill, man. Go Bill. Oh, but yo, on a more serious topic, should I not said sometime, you know? On a more serious topic, that was her. Oh, it play gone. I can't pull it back. So yeah, she looked like a guy now because she lost her hair and she battled cancer, right? And she's growing her hair back, so her hair short. She just style it. But before, they had a picture of her hair with long flowing hair and everything. So end of the day, the comments that are killing me, they need to ban high fructose corn syrup as well, and all the other chemicals that are in these foods. And which is true. Another person says the comments here are crazy to me. Y'all more worried about other things than the fact that for once, the FDA is actually targeting something that directly affects Black women. Majority of the relaxers are on Black women's hair. By the way, there are other chemical processes that can be done to get your hair straightened, and they are safer and better than these relaxers. Relaxers are carcinogenic. That's why you have to have a particular type of air filtration system in your beauty salon to do these relaxers. And unfortunately, most Black hair salons do not even have these filtration systems. Look at the bigger picture for once. The government is actually doing something that protects Black women. So Black women don't care about all that right now. Majority of them that are tuning in, that are talking about the relaxers, they're like, oh, hell no. I'm going to be messed up after this. And while they had to give settlement payments for cancer patients, while they added give some settlement payments for the cancer patients, that's the thing. Ain't nobody giving you no settlement payment, nothing. She's suing L'Oreal and the other one named. These are all big names that I grew up seeing, especially in a Caribbean household, right? Listen, if they ban perms, the FDA will need to ban a good 90% of food and other personal products on the shelves at American supermarkets too, because a lot of that stuff is poisonous. Next person says, this was the root of my depression. Me not being able to carry my own child because I had to have a partial hysterectomy. My heart breaks every day. My spirit is broken. My womanhood was taken from me that day, and I'll never get that back. This is a woman who started getting her hair permed when she was too young to know it. She was 8 years old when they started perming her hair, right? By the time she got to be an adult, she had to have a hysterectomy or a partial hysterectomy, which means that she can never carry her own child in her womb. And now that she is grown, she is saying, I want to start my family, have my husband, this, that, and the other. I can't even do that. And it all comes from making the hair manageable. So there's a lot of people that are suffering from a lot of side effects from using these chemicals for years and years, and they don't care. It's not that they don't know, it's that they don't care. They're willing to argue with the FDA and tell the FDA, leave it right where it's at. Now, here's the thing. You think the FDA didn't know this all along? You think a lot of people didn't say this all along over the years, that what chemicals are in those things? And it is also said that none of these companies are owned by any Black person at all whatsoever. Yet, Black people are the number one consumers of this product. Look at that. Rewind that and say it again. None of these products are owned by anybody black, but black people are the number one consumers of these products. Kaitai Jai Empress says the same FDA had to approve these things in the first place. I don't know if the FDA had to approve it. I know that people can get products on the shelf. They just have to put in the fine print that it was not this product was not evaluated by the FDA. So it's kind of like use at your own risk. They still have stuff on the shelf that says that to this day. From workout enhancement products to whatever else. Just look at what's written on them. You will see some of them say this was never something by the FDA. Like the FDA didn't look at this. The FDA didn't give any approval or disapproval for this. It was never approved or disapproved by the FDA. And then you're on your own with it, right? Can't wait till they ban the chemicals that alter male hormones, but they probably won't. Another person says they need to regulate poisonous food ingredients. So these women are more concerned about the food. Leave my perm alone. Go and do the food. Go and regulate the food and leave my perm alone. Another one says, I'm perplexed because they don't want to ban red dye 40, but they banning perm. Hear what? Another person says, why don't y'all go and stop the gun violence first? Every one of these comments I look at, I go to the profile of the person and I look, and it's either a private profile that they're followed by 10 people and they're following 1,115 people, which tells me that that's either a fake profile or somebody just set that profile up just to leave a comment, right? But they're all black. They're all black women. So my thing is this. If you know that it's killing you, if you have scientists in the lab that's saying, yo, who's putting this on them? Hey, listen, whoever's putting this on them, you need to tell them to stop immediately. If they're coming at you like that, which they have, because if you go watch the special with Chris Rock, that's exactly what the scientists said. And this is not new information, that's from back then. Like I said earlier, right? I'm not here trying to save nobody. Nobody. Who wants to be saved will save themselves. Who does not want to be saved will not be saved. They'll take the information, they'll act like they don't know what's happening, and then they'll die from complications from that, right? So save yourself if you want to be saved. Perm along if you want to keep on perming along. King Big says, wait, disclaimer, legal ganja. Wings, yes, but I meant wigs. Inga Baby 51 says, not everyone use perm SouFlo, but everyone need to eat food. Yeah, Inga Baby 51. Not everyone uses perm, but let's stick to perm because perm is what we're talking about. Here is a woman quality that I, as a man, still struggle to understand. So you go to a woman and you say, listen, we have a problem with this perm thing, right? And she goes, wait, what? Perm? Okay. You have a problem with the perm thing. I don't have a problem with the perm thing. I have a problem with the food. Yeah, you might be right about the perm, but what about the food? Okay, can we handle one thing at a time, please? Huh? Can we just handle the perm? Since I brought up the perm, can we just settle the perm thing first before we move on to the food? Right? Perm is what we're talking about. The FDA just said that they are looking into banning the perm. So let's talk about the perm, right? And then when the perm gets banned, then we'll talk about the food. In life, we handle one problem at a time. And once we get that under control, then we move to another problem, right? We don't have to deflect from perm and jump over to food. We know that everybody eats food and everybody needs food. But what I said earlier, I like the sun, but what about the moon? What about the stars? How about the clouds? And that's women. That's women for you. As soon as you start talking to them, yes. So let's talk. Perfect live through Erica TV. You got to her and said something about the sun. She go, yeah, but what about the moon? And then the sun and the clouds and the stars too. And this how I feel about. Can we just handle one at a time, please? Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
SouFlo, how are you?
I'm good, family. How are you doing this morning?
Every day above God is a blessing.
Yes, indeed.
I believe you with the perm thing. But stop using my daughter here.
You stop
few
using
years now. It put me in a panic mood whereby when the perm are here, she gets severe burn. Really bad.
Yeah, but we used to see that as kids growing up too. When we used to get burned up in the back on the neck and all that. When there was perming you guys here from
when she get the burn SouFlo, it made me panic because it was really bad when I couldn't send her to school. The eye in her ears everywhere and it swell her. She in pain. She get lymph nodes. I'm still go back after, but I'm scared when I do it. And one day I said to myself, you know what?
Stop.
That's it. And you see, because she get used to it, she start to cry so she want her ear for straight. So it's my fault. And we convince her that all natural is beautiful. Embrace what she have.
So she was actually crying to get her hair permed. So she was actually crying to get her hair permed after a while.
Yes, she wanted to be straight because it looked prettier. Yeah. So she never really liked the whole kinky curl to her hair. So at the end of the day, stop using years now.
Her natural God-given hair, she never liked it. She
never like it. And guess whose fault it is? Mine.
Yeah, I'm glad that you own that up still. Yeah.
My fault.
But that's how it started.
Because instead of me telling her to love what she have, me I try to give her something else for love, which she's not that.
Right. I respect that you own that too. Yeah, because that's what happened. That's what happened.
Stop use it. Right now, me I struggle with my scalp. Me I get steroid in my scalp injection.
What?
It do my scalp so bad whereby I start up alopecia, and this is what happened nowadays when I realize a lot of women in Jamaica get alopecia from the chemical and then they realize that it's to them here. I got it. Well, whereby I have some bump SouFlo that swell up in my head with pus in them. And it's painful, and then I get some ingrown ear with ridiculous. When they pull out, they have some white thing on them and them sticky.
And this
what me do right now to get my scalp better? I stop going to take the steroids and change my diet.
And this is from using that product there all along?
Perm. The other day, a 3 fibroid them remove out of my body. And when them remove it, the way them not cut you open anymore. And when you play the thing a while ago, I say, holy crap.
Because they're saying that when that's one of the big ones.
You know how them do it now? Them enter in your vein. Them do, what you call? Oh, gosh. I forgot what you call when them do nowadays. Them stop cut woman home for remove it because them say keep coming back. So them have a way when them know them go through your vein and them put some in your vein and it travel and it takes 6 months to shrink them. Me get clot from it. Remember me I tell you, say it mash up my left arm.
Right.
Because me a baby vein, so wait they block the vein and give me clot. So them have to rush me in a theater, me in there for over 8 hours for trying to clean the clot. Them couldn't get everything out. We get aggressive blood thinner and it still never move it. Right now, me I take blood thinner for the rest of my life.
No, Vicky.
And I never know what caused it because the doctor them don't know what's causing a woman to have fibroid. And it's not only black women get fibroid. White women get fibroid too. But keep in mind, these people are using chemical also.
Yeah, but no. They just released that information that black women get fibroids at a way higher rate than any other women. And there's a link between those fibroids and the creamy crack. That's not a guess anymore. It's a fact.
It's a fact. True.
Yeah. So just like how the scientist told Chris Rock, you should see the emergency look on the scientist's face. The scientist said, whoever is using this, I would advise them to stop using this immediately. I think he also said, go get checked out or something. He's like, nobody should be putting this on them. This is highly dangerous, highly carcinogenic, highly dangerous. And he gave a breakdown of what chemicals are in it. And then Chris Rock turned and looked to the camera and said, yeah, well, black women been using this for years. They use it repeatedly like it's nothing. So, and it was a Caucasian scientist, of course. So imagine him saying, and I know, here go my sisters, they're going to be like, why women be getting perm too? Why women get perm too? You see, y'all need to worry about yourself sometimes and don't worry about what other people be doing. Because
this is no joke.
Things affect different people differently also.
Life with Erica TV, alopecia is not a joke. Put whatever Jada is aside, it's not a joke. It's something we're common in woman. And alopecia is not only based from chemical. Alopecia is an autoimmune disease.
See.
So she find it funny. I don't find it funny. It's an immune disease also. Stress can cause it. My first husband used to get alopecia when he's stressed, and he have to get needle in his scalp. And it's not somebody who use chemical. So alopecia not only have one name written on it. Anybody can get alopecia. Some things I don't find funny. That's your health.
Yep, friend. All right. Let me answer.
But just to educate people and make them know, say, perm do that to me. Right now, a wig my wear. But you know the great thing about it, knock on wood, I'm getting my ear back. Where the alopecia and everything is so flow, I get my ear back. My scalp used to be squishy. Inflammation under the cap of my scalp. You see, because I changed my diet and started eating healthy, cut out bread and certain things and go the healthier way. Everything I changed about my health and may find healing.
Right. So you're encouraging others now to do what? Don't use that something there. And
stop using perm. Go natural.
And consume a healthy diet.
Simple. And if you want straight hair, put on a wig.
All right. Got it.
Braid your hair back and show on a wig.
Got it.
And you don't have to glue down the wig either. You put elastic in the back of the wig and make it sit down for your head instead of the glue damage the scalp too and your hairline. And that not grow back most time.
So true, me don't know nothing about wig now. Let me ask you this. After the question. So them not sewing the wig again?
Nobody not really a sewing wig. It's rare if you see somebody sewing wig.
Oh,
it's either you glue it on, or if you know how to put the elastic inside of it. What me do, I put elastic in the wig. I use the same thread. What them use is to sew in here. Buy my elastic band from Walmart. I'm going to stitch it right at the edge of the back, right to where the ace temple is. So make it sit down for my head. Hey, I'm going to fall, you know. I'm under the fall, you know. My niece are like, I say, Auntie, that wig they will drop off of your head. I say, try me. I'm going to go under the falls and it beat the wig and it don't move. It no glue down.
Because I see girls are fight. I see girls are fight. I see a big fat girl who a little maga girl, right? Them call it the helicopter. And she hold her by her hair, so and she just spin her around like this by the hair, and the hair never come off, and she never get detached from the hair. So I said to myself, say, and it wasn't her hair, it was a wig. So I said that wig that's sewing proper. Like, I don't know if them use like nylon cord 550 and sew it in, but it's sewing proper car when big girl drag her, the wig didn't come off at all. So I thought that was a way to secure the wig, was the only way was to sew it in.
Somebody can glue it on, but I don't believe in the glue because even the glue, I'm allergic to. I don't know if it has nothing to do with the blood type of my because I am O negative. But everything I consume, basically I'm allergic to. Anything I put on my skin, I'm allergic to. I have sensitive skin. And I have eczema also. So I watch what I put in on my body and I watch what I use on my skin. The only big mistake I made was the chemical. Vicky asked me to share what I'm using on my diet. Steamed vegetables, like salmon, is healthy. you take in like vitamin B, B12, because most women low in vitamin B12, magnesium, take in pumpkin seeds, chia seed, all of these seeds. You can use it in a smoothie. Because every morning I have a smoothie that I drink. I drink a cup of ginger tea, and then shortly after, I drink my smoothie. Will contain like fruits, seeds, and vegetables, as in spinach and kale.
All right.
So she asked me to share it, and ease off of the whole heap of white bread, white rice. You know, I start eating now black rice because I'm never in a fitness in the bodybuilding. So I'm educating me on things with my health. Black rice, it's expensive, but it's better to consume.
Wild rice.
No, black rice. It's called black rice.
Okay, I have to go look that up because I know about wild rice and wild rice.
No. Him say it's called black rice, and him make me start buy it. It's expensive, but it's better because we spend a lot of money on things when necessary. Why not spend it on your health? True. These people not gonna tell you what's good for we, you know. You have to do our own research. Them are gonna hide it from because they want to damage black people. Me do more research than me go up on the internet go listen to stupidness.
Oh man, yeah, Erica, don't take it to heart, Erica. I just saw the thing go. Not everybody is not always gonna, you know, some people are gonna misinterpret you, and that's what it is. Erica, hurt.
I never mean it in a bad way. I don't want to hurt her. I am not here to hurt anyone. But just to make sure know say it's something serious because every time I look in my scalp, it bring me to tears.
Should I take it like that, Erica? Because
I want to go back to my natural hair.
Erica, she took it like that because it's personal to her. But you know how we do already, right? We take serious thing, make joke, and there's humor in everything, really. Enough things I laugh about, people are like, yo, why y'all laugh about that? What's so funny about that? You corny, you shouldn't be laughing about that. But hear what? What you want me to cry? I'm not gonna cry.
Yeah, but when Mr. SouFLo, nothing wrong in the way a Jamaican will take everything, make joke. But when it come on to somebody's health, I don't find it funny. That's your health. Yeah. And there's a book written for everyone with the sickness. Whether you get it early or you get it later in our life.
True. All right.
So I don't want you to feel bad. I apologize to her. But just to make sure know say it's not something to laugh about because it can happen to anybody. Because it comes from stress too.
She don't want you to feel bad, Erica. She's apologizing. She don't want you to feel bad. That wasn't her intention. She was triggered.
Erica, I don't know you. I love you. You're my sister, and I don't want you to feel bad.
All right. Manners and respect for that.
Yeah, man. Take care of yourself and heal your wife and kiss the kids for me, please.
All right. Same to you with the family, yes?
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, Erica, don't take it so personal. That's how it go. That's how it go. Now, people call me all kind of name and stuff. Let me tell you the truth, right? When me don't laugh about it, me laugh about it. Me not give a damn if you never find it funny. I found it funny at the moment. Now, there's always a serious side to everything, and we're gonna deal with the serious side. But we have to also make room for laughter. It's a coping mechanism that has carried our people through time. Half of the time, if we never laugh about certain things we've been through, you know, as a people, we probably would have killed off for oneself a long time ago. So it's a part of it, man. Joking, staying jovial, keeping the moment light, even in serious moments. Other than that, we're all going to be wound up, tight, and just start crack. Well, someone needs to stay tight, but wound up and, you know, just, we don't want that kind of tension there. See? Right. So she said use seeds. I think one person caught it. Let's say Steph. She said use seeds like chai seed and any other kind of seed. And I say, yeah, for the woman, them man seed too. That's good for you too. Make sure you're getting some man seeds as well. Right? Yeah. Y'all don't know about that. We're not gonna talk about that. Like the juices from the is good for your because God created us like the man has what the woman needs and the woman has what the man needs. And get into that. That's not serious enough. All right, moving right along then. Who are take seed already and juices already, them know the benefits of whatever. And who don't want to, then you just don't. Let's move right along. So as we're moving along, Creamy Crack is about to be banned. I would advise my sisters to stop using it, but me not gonna advise nobody nothing because grown people are going to do what they want to do regardless, right? So here we go. Angel SL Logan, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining. Yeah, take your seed, my girl. Take your seed. It's good for you. More Haitians arrive in Jamaica. Self-defense. Let me run through that self-defense something here real quick. There's a video. I don't know if I have the video, but there's a video of a guy who took it upon himself to block traffic because somebody bad drive him. So in block traffic, he goes in front of the car stops at a stoplight, he goes in front of the car. This happened in Jamaica. He goes in front of the car, he might ride a bike, in parking bike, swing it sideways in the road, block the people in car at the stoplight, gets off his bike and goes to the man car, start arguing with the man inside of the car. Then he gets so upset that he opens the car door. Let me give out a warning, please. If ever you see me in traffic, don't do that. Don't do that. You see, you were good the whole time. You were okay until you opened my car door. Now, at the point when you open my car door, this is what happened. It went from perceived danger to imminent danger, especially if you open my car door and you're reaching in your waistband while your mouth is telling me how much you're going to kill me and you're going to murder you, boy, me dash away and So the brother was good inside of his vehicle until you open. I'm looking for the video, see if I can find it for now. But I'm telling you all this because road rage is something that happens quite a lot out here. And, people like me who try to sidestep the violence, people say what they want to say, we'll keep it moving because we're not looking for no drama. I don't even argue with people when I'm driving around. Why? Because you never know who is carrying what. Somebody could be very well strapped up in a them vehicle with 100 round clipping a gun and decide that today was their last day and they want somebody to go out with them, and they decided that you're going to be it because you stuck around to entertain the foolishness. So when people bad drive me, what I do, I hit my brakes. I fall back. 2, 3 cars back, 4 cars back. I let them go. Because if I stay there, I'm going to get into my feelings. Then I'm going to start. You know what that look like from car to car? And next thing you know, gunshots flying, right? Or next thing you know, somebody, remember, any day you think you mad, somebody out there is madder. Any day you think you bad, somebody out there is badder. Any day you feel like me, I'm a gun for me, them never stop make gun when them did make yours, right? So always try to keep yourself in that I sidestep all kind of altercations, troubles. I don't want no drama from nobody. So what I tell you is this. In the law, defend yourself using the law. Him throw him vehicle, his bike cross the road. Okay, I'm behind the wheel of a car. I can reverse. I can go around and keep going. I have choices, right? He's still not a threat to me. But I'm at the light waiting for the light to change. I'm hoping he gets back on the bike and drive off. Him come off of the bike now and come on my car door and is cussing at my car window passenger side like this. Okay, he's still there. I'm watching him now because now he's close. Reach and grab my door and it actually opened because I didn't think I was under such a threat to lock all doors. The man opened my door. Okay, it's a 3-piece with no biscuit. That's it. And you picking up a 3-piece. If you open my door, you're picking up a 3-piece, especially if you open my door feeling by yourself like you're going in a waistband and talking all aggressive and stuff. The law allows you to decide, and it's a split-second decision where you're going to have to decide, this person can do something to me that can either take my life or change how I live for the rest of my life. If you can show in court that I could have been maimed permanently or lost my life, that's why I fired, you're good to go. Nobody should be opening your car door in a rage after them block you in traffic and pushing themselves in your vehicle and all that, right? This is traffic. So I just thought I would use that to teach you guys that don't be out here being a weak fence and a pushover. Still defend yourself. That one split second where you decide, though, I'm not going to do anything because he's not going to do anything. That could be that second where you should have saved your life, but you didn't, right? So don't be no claffy either and feel like you're afraid to squeeze. If you have it upon you, don't feel like, oh, I'm soft and I can't kind of thing. You have to decide at the right time. I'm telling y'all, man, I'm always on go. But I don't go looking for trouble. I'm looking at the situation to see where is it going to escalate to the point where I need to defend myself. And I'm trying to defend myself within the confines of the law, because after you're done dust off somebody, your life still goes on. Like, you're gonna have to go through to the court system. They probably want to try to put you in prison, all other kind of stuff. For my license carriers out there, your license to carry is not a license to kill. I don't know if y'all know that, because I noticed something not going on in Jamaica too. Your license to carry is not a license to kill. They feel like because them have them license firearm, they're supposed to pull it out and just shoot anybody because I mean, I'm a license gun for me youth. That's not what it is. That's not what it is. There was an incident the other day, I think y'all know about it, where a guy who's a businessman, so to speak, he pulls out his gun on the police. And then, of course, he ends up getting killed, right? So his woman is doing an interview, and you can hear the little boy in the background saying, him dead, with the eye them open, dirty police. Like he must say, dirty police, kill me father, or kill me daddy, or something like that. And then she no wiser, she doing the video, she talk about, we have some wicked police, cause him draw out him gun. So what? Him draw him gun, but him never use it. Ignorance is bliss. Don't draw that gun. First of all, you don't draw no gun upon no law enforcement officer. That's first, right? Law enforcement officers normally ask you, do you have a weapon? You say, yes. I have my licensed firearm on me. Okay, where is it located? It's located right there, or it's on my person in a holster, or it's blah, blah, blah. You say what it is. That's how you're supposed to deal with law enforcement officer. But for the fact that the lady said, him draw him gun, so what? And we saw the video. The police this man had his gun out in his hand, and I back up the police for the longest. And the police have him going out in a film hand, and it's a standoff. That's a no-go. If you're a licensed firearm arm holder, you know when you pull that thing, you don't pull that thing to quiet no crowd. You don't pull that damn thing to guess if I'm gonna have to shoot. The only time you pull that thing is when you have to shoot. And when you pull it, you better shoot. Right? He pulled his, he got shot to death. Because somewhere in his head said, I have a licensed firearm so I could pull it, but I don't have to fire. And now you're dead. All right. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo.
Good morning, family. How are you doing this morning?
I am doing quite fine, blessed and highly favored.
Yes, indeed.
And good morning to each and every one.
Talk to it. What one?
Yesterday morning on the morning show, that very Jada was there doing our interview with the host. And this was one of the things, of all the things she said. She said, oh, we are getting back together. We are planning to reunite and get married over.
She said, like, but she said that they are in a healing place, and they've been in a healing place for a while now. So yeah, so the things that they're saying, right? Like, okay, so this people have their life journey. And so if I'm telling you something, say, from 2017, Me and Shakira have been together since 2016. So if I'm telling you something from 2017, but I'm not putting a date on it, you're probably going away thinking, damn, all that happening right now? You know? They're trying to sell a book, and I think they're great. What do you think?
That the book is the thing. But what were the thing that really struck me when they asked her, so you were not divorced? She said, not really. So they said divorce on paper? Not really.
No, she said no. She said no divorce. She said we will never get divorced. That's what she said. She said we will never get divorced. She went on to say that me and Will made a pact with each other from day one that no matter what, once we do this marriage thing, there is no getting out of this, no matter what. So whatever the problems that arise along this journey, even if we're going to have to separate for a while and figure stuff out or whatever, that's what we're going to do. But there is no divorce in this marriage. I think they were asking her about prenup because their net worth is like, Will's net worth is 300 and something million and her net worth is like another. So they have a whole lot of stuff between them. And they were asking her, well, didn't y'all sign a prenup? Because if there's no prenup, you could get off in his money. And she was like, no, I don't care about that because we not getting a divorce. It's not even a part of the question. Yeah, but more power to them because that's what I think marriage should be. I think marriage should be that pact between you two that no matter what happens, ain't no divorce happening.
Well,
and if people don't look at it like that, then divorce is imminent.
Yes, her mental status. I only hope that part healed to a max. That she won't fall back in the same thing that she has been in.
Oh, when she said that she was contemplating suicide and a well planned out suicide and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, wish her all the best.
As everyone, wish her all the best, and as women, and as men as well, because we just can't live without one link without the other.
Yeah, them don't really care about man these days too. And anyways.
I tell you.
Yeah. You a man, you got mental issues. Let's start acting like a girl. Toughen up. What you crying for?
Well, I tell you something. I've worked within and without. At one point, I am a man advocate. Because growing up a boy child, most people would put a slap over him and he cry and cry. Now when he turned a man, he said, hold it. No. You have
hold it, my G. Go on, hold it, my
G. So.
Yeah. All right, fam.
Okay.
I appreciate you. All right. Manners and respect.
Same to you, my dear.
All right.
Good.
Yeah, that's what we get told. Man could have over there. I lost my mother this morning. I'm a father last night. I'm a 4 picking them the week before that. I'm a wife to come catch her in bed with my neighbor. Yeah. Why you cry for, dog? Life happening, man. Hold it, my G. Go on, hold it, my G. That's all we get. Go on, hold it, my G. Everybody else do that. Women do that. Lost my mother this morning. Oh my God, somebody hug her, please. And her dad last week. Oh gosh, she's gonna need a whole lot of support. And her children. Oh, my heart hurts. I couldn't even imagine the pain. Your husband in your bed. Oh, I would have killed somebody. Girl, you are strong. Oh, come here. Embrace her, man. Oh God, this motherfucker cry like a bitch. Why you crying like that? It don't look good on a man. Stop. Hold it, my G. Go on, hold it, my G. Vegas start doing baby mother in bed. What? Vegas. When Vegas come find me, not say nothing about Vegas because Vegas will contact me. But anyhow, when you say come find her in a theme bed, I saw. Mm, life, man. In a me beddy, out of all the places to find you in a me bed, girl. Go and hold it, my G. You don't know them thing that happen already, But can't hold nothing. You soft, man. You're weak out. Jellyback. Now they call you jellyback. Me keeping you up to date with the slang. Is a jellyback. A jellyback is a weak man, right? Now your name jellyback. You're weak out. You're soft. You're a jellyback. One hold it, my G. Watch. More Haitian refugees landed in Jamaica. Why? Uh, John no Star. I feel it for my people them still, cause you know, see them there, and you can see babies among them little kids, them poor little kids, man. You know, regardless of the circumstances of what anybody and everybody is going through, children. Once children are involved, you have to just look on the little picnic them and just think, them kids didn't know where they were going today when the adults who was responsible for them grabbed them and jumped on a boat with them and said to each other, we're heading to Jamaica or we're heading to so and so. We're going to have a discussion around this for a few minutes. Portland, Jamaica. Another group of Haitian refugees numbering about 30 arrived at Long Bay, Portland on Sunday. That just went by. Today is Tuesday, right? A Jamaican man who was at the scene said that the Haitians who were aboard a very small boat, they started changing their clothes after coming to shore, and then they ran off in different directions. So what they are noticing probably is that as soon as we hit Jamaica, they're sending us back to Haiti. So it's like when them used to come Miami, the Cubans, they had a thing back in the day called wet foot, dry foot. If them catch you upon the sun with your feet wet, they'll take you and send you back, or they will put you through immigration administration, right? But if you ran off into the crowd and they could not detect who you were, they'll just leave you alone. Now, one of the quickest way to detect who you were is your clothes wet. You look like the people them that just came, and your foot them wet too. Now, that's why they probably come with them dry clothes in at the ear. And as soon as them reach, put on dry clothes, different direction. Trying to make it. So the authorities have so far been able to round up 20 of them. That means the rest of them gone. The authorities suspect that some of them are among a group of refugees that landed here in September and were sent back to Haiti, and they did the trek again. They're going to know because they processed them. No, they didn't process them. They didn't have time to process them. You see, this is where Jamaica, I don't know, but you didn't have time to process these people, so you don't even know. Remember when they came? So there was a group of Haitians that came and they kept them. Another group came and they sent them back within 24 hours. There's no way they could have processed them properly, fingerprinted them, took identification, description, take a picture of each individual. So if they ever show up on your shore again, you could go back into that database and say, here you are. You were here before. Fingerprints don't lie. You were here before. Fingerprint match, same person. Even if you want to change your name, we know it's you. Now they are supposing that some of them might have been here before on the last trip that they sent back, and they made the trek again. If they made the trek back to Jamaica again, then that means they were not aiming for Miami. They were not aiming for Florida. They were aiming for Jamaica. Because now them know Jamaica is that way. Let's go that way. In July, 37 Haitians landed on Boston Beach in Portland, and they have since applied for asylum in Jamaica. Haitians have been marred for years in intertwining economic, security, political crisis, resulting in thousands of citizens fleeing the country. They're trying to get up out of Haiti by any means necessary. With the assassination of President Jovenel Moïse, which happened in 2021, they said that dramatically worsened situations in Haiti. You could imagine if them assassinate Andrew Holness, I'll take my word and say I hope that never happens. right? That's not something I would want to see, neither in this lifetime or the next, even if I don't like his style of leadership, or even if I think that he could do more or whatever. I don't want to see that happen in a Jamaica anywhere. Plus, I wouldn't wish that on another human being, right? But it threw Haiti into further turmoil. And then gangs took over. And there are armed men walking these streets, killing people, burning bodies, eating flesh. It's a kind of scare tactic too. I told you all about the video I saw where the body was burning, and a brother pick up one of the leg, pick up the foot of a human, and tear off the calf meat off the calf muscle. And start tearing it with them teeth like this. And the message was, we not scared of nobody. These men right here, you see them, they're not scared of people. Look at him. Look what he doing. You think he about to be afraid of you? That's why I was saying, is this where the Jamaican administration wants to send our soldiers in a place where they're like nyamming the bodies that are burning just for show you so they're not afraid of you? And you know, the whole other stuff about the voodoo and all this other thing involved as well. Angel D said, sick my stomach to this day. I couldn't believe that that's what he was actually doing, but it was. The man pick up the leg and draft the calf meat off of the muscle and was like, I said, Jesus Christ. But anyhow, you know, most Jamaicans, not most Jamaicans, but a lot of Jamaicans are looking at it like these are the kind of people that are coming into Jamaica, them bringing darkness with them, and them bringing obia, voodoo, all this, them nyam flesh, and all these things. Check it out. The 35 Haitians who landed in Long Bay, Portland on Sunday, them round them up. Remember they said about 30 or so landed, and about 10 of them went missing because they ran off and they couldn't catch them? Well, the number is 35 now. This is today in Jamaica, Gleaner. The 35 who landed in Long Bay, Portland on Sunday, they are being sent back to their violent, wrecked home despite concerns by an international human rights attorney that Jamaica is actually breaking international laws. The group has reportedly boarded a Jamaica Defense Force vessel at the Bound Brook Wharf in Port Antonio this afternoon, which was yesterday afternoon. So they came on Sunday. Today's Tuesday. By Monday afternoon, they were on a Jamaica Defense Force Army vessel heading back to Haiti. Right. That's why I'm saying, damn, they sent them back already again. The last group, they sent them back at like 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning when everybody is asleep and it's dark. They meant to go to Jamaica, Vicky. They meant to go to Jamaica. There has been no official statement from the Jamaican government. The decision to repatriate the 27 adults, 3 adult females, 27 adult males, 3 adult females, and 5 children was made after it was reportedly discovered that 2 members of the group were among those who were sent back to Haiti on September 10th. Jamaica is saying that they made a decision to send them back because 2 of the members of the group were here before in September and got sent back or brought back and dropped off and made their way back here again. There is a threat to Jamaica's national security, said a senior police officer who spoke under conditions of, please hide my ID, don't say it's me said this, because they were not authorized to speak on the matter. Police sources added that several of the Haitians tried to flee the land location to avoid being held by the Jamaican authorities. Quick action by the police, with support from local residents, resulted in their apprehension. So there were Jamaicans out there saying, say, him over there, so see him there, him a hide back at something right there, so him in a red shirt. And they told they told the local police which part them did that. That's how they were able to round them back up. But human rights lawyer Malene Aline is criticizing the decision to return the group and is arguing that this is a breach of international law by the government of Jamaica. Aline said that she was in Port Antonio desperately trying to speak to the Haitians about their rights and a chance for them to apply for asylum in Jamaica. But Aline, who leads the rights group Freedom Imaginaries Aid, she said that she was deliberately ignored by the authorities there. In other words, she's accusing the authorities of not allowing her to get to these refugees and tell them their rights, so they know that they have rights. Jamaica authorities have put the world on notice that they will willfully violate international laws with no remorse. And I do not recognize my country. The forced return of Haitian refugees without due process is disgraceful. It's savage and totally barbaric. This is the third group of Haitians having arrived in Jamaica over the last 6 months. The first group arrived in July. The 35 members, they are awaiting a decision on their asylum request right now. The second group arrived in September, but they were sent back within 24 hours of being here. And this is the third group. Haiti has been hobbled by social and political instability, resulting in the recent approval by the United Nations Security Council of a multinational force led by Kenya to support the local police in the French-speaking country. So, other people are, including Kenya, Africa, other people are moving into Haiti, sending in their forces to try to help the Haitians get things under control there in Haiti. Capital Port-au-Prince is largely controlled by powerful gangs. That sounds like Kingston, Jamaica to me. I don't know about y'all, but that sounds like Kingston, Jamaica to me. I try to keep these glasses on for the longest, but my eye them bun me now. It's light. So this sounds like Kingston, Jamaica to me. The capital is largely controlled by powerful gangs. Now that sound like Town Tono. Okay. So in November 2022, the United Nations High Commissioner of Refugees and Inter-American Commission on Human Rights issued directives for states to suspend the forced return of Haitians. That was issued in 2022 by the United Nations High Commission. And this is what they're saying, that the Jamaican authorities are violating. The 2023 United Nations Humanitarian Response Plan requires $720 million to support some 3 million Haitians affected by extreme gang violence, hunger, and cholera. The 2023 UN Humanitarian Response Plan requires, I don't know where this money is going to come from, $720 million. I don't know if Jamaica is getting any of that money, but they're sending the Haitians back, but keeping the money. I have to laugh. I know somebody is saying that's not funny, SouFlo, but I have to laugh. And the reason why I laugh is because I know how Jamaica is. Like, for instance, when our deportees come in from the UK and from the US and Canada and other places, I don't want to speak too deep into this. I'm still trying to put my finger on the facts. Once I put my finger upon the facts, I'll speak deeply into it. But I'll speak loosely by saying this. Money is exchanging hands. So I just asked wifey this the other day, I say, you notice you never hear any of the bigger heads them ball out for reparations? She said no. I said why? And she was right. She said because they are getting money, they're getting aid, and it's supposed to be. It's like the reparations is not going to be one check, right? We owe you 50 trillion. Here's 50 trillion. Write a check. The reparations is going to be, okay, this is where you're at now. This is what we are going to do. So we'll, over a period of time, send this much, this much, this much. People who are getting deported back to Jamaica, they are, remember when we came up with this plan as a group and we said everybody needs to be held? Everybody needs to be held in a facility. That means a facility would have to be built. This facility would have to be multi-level, so you could put your high-risk deportees next to your low-risk deportees on a different floor, next to those who have diseases and all these other kind of things on the next floor. Then you need to sort everybody out who's a violent criminal who got convicted of double murder, triple murder overseas, did 20 years and is just coming back to Jamaica. He's institutionalized by America's prison system and criminal minded still. And now you're just going to let them out on the Jamaican people. Them people that need to go over this or another side there. They need to spend longer in that building. The rest of them need to be assimilated slowly. Teach them who haven't been back in a while how the system actually works in Jamaica. This is how you can have gainful employment. This is how you go about looking for a job. Here's your TRN. Here's your this. This is how you pay taxes. This is how you this, that, and the other. Right? They're getting money to sort all this stuff out. What do? Them catch you at the airport. You come off of the plane with your scandal bag. Oh yeah, deportee, come over here, sir. All right, roll your hands, sir. Fingerprint. All right, go on about your business. And they're out into the world on their own. So these monies that are supposed to be stabilizing that's not being used for that. Somebody pocket the money there and just a fingerprint them and send them going where them go. God go with you later. And that's how you have people going outside and being like, damn, I left here when I was 3 years old. That was 30 years ago. My granny dead. My mother and father, they're in England. My mother sick. My sister and brothers, them live in the US. I don't have nobody here. And they end up like just in the streets in Jamaica. Gangs are lurking. And the gangs are like, yo, my youth, you have nobody to come pick you up? And say, no, you don't have nowhere to go. No, come roll with we, man. We take care of you. You don't have no shoes. You need shirt, you need this. Carry go shopping. Next thing you know, put a gun in your hand. Hey, we have a little work for you to mash later. You're like, damn, I don't want to do this. But what choices do you have, right? You all we know because we are take care of you. We've been to give you protection and food for eat and clothes to wear and keep you clean and these things. So the mash works now for the gang. You see how that ends up being that? Instead of it ends up being somebody that went through a bad situation but could have recuperated. And now it's a burden on the society, which ends up destabilizing the poor little island of Jamaica instead of... same thing they do for when them get money to fix the road, them. They call out 2 people, them cook some food, and them run a boat and eat and mix like a mall and fill in the pothole them and patch over it with like a tar, and they pocket the rest of the money. And then 2 rainfall, 4 months later, big holes in the road again. Right. So that's what's going on. So the latest group of Haitians that just came into Jamaica, they are on a vessel yesterday afternoon, heading back to Haiti. By now, I'm sure they're back in Haiti already. What Jamaica needs to do, though, is if you're going to be sending them back like this, which I think that's messed up. But on another hand, let's ask ourselves this for real. Can Jamaica facilitate an influx of Haitians? And we have to be honest. And this has nothing to do with bias or anything. I love my Haitian people. But can Jamaica facilitate an influx of Haitians? Here's the thing. If a group of Haitians come to Jamaica, right, wash up on the shore, and they are allowed to stay, it tells everybody else in Haiti, head to Jamaica. And before you know it, if you look at what's happening in the US right now with the border open, all these people coming in, and then look at what the streets of New York look like, where all these people are gathered up, it's the same thing that's going to happen for Jamaica. The people that are going to say, I'm not going to stay here and get killed. I'm not going to stay here and be controlled by gangs and whatever. I'm jumping on a boat and I'm heading to Jamaica. And then Jamaica is just going to have all these 30 more, 45 more, next day 50 more, 30 more, 30 more. So if we keep saying, yeah, come on in, it's only a matter of time before we're bursting at the seams and we have more than we can actually help. You know? I mean, let's not get it twisted. Jamaica does not have resources like, say, the US does. Jamaica does not have size like the US does either. So as much as we want to be humanitarian and as much as we want to be loving and caring to our brothers and sisters, we have to be realistic. It's only a matter of time before Jamaica becomes like Haiti if Jamaica opens its gates and let everybody who is fleeing Haiti comes on into Jamaica. I don't think everybody that's leaving Haiti is a good person. I'm sorry, I don't. Matter of fact, I'm not sorry. So we're gonna be taking in some of everybody. We're gonna be taking in the innocent children. We're gonna be taking in the women. We're gonna be taking in the sick and elderly. We're gonna be taking in the gangsters, the human traffickers, the drug dealers, the hardened murderers. We're gonna be taking in them amongst them. And then before you know it, a leopard doesn't change the spot overnight. And that's the same principle I applied to New York. And I said the Biden administration act like they want to give away the next election to Donald Trump, because if he's not convicted on any of them things that he's been charged for, I think he's going to get the next election based on the fact that they let the border open and so many people have come in, and that we don't know who is who. And I could tell you something like this: when you're addicted to drugs, you go find it wherever you go. When you're addicted to a certain lifestyle, you go find it wherever you go. Don't think all them people that's coming across the border is coming across the border, and as soon as they cross over, they're changed people forever. No, who used to sell crutches is in New York right now selling some cheap crutches. $5 head round this corner, $10 head over here, $20 head and backers. Yeah, that's going on right there. So prostitution is taking over the area. Drug, those who were on heroin or crack was their vice or whatever it was, they looking for that too. And the dealers in New York are serving them and making that money. Yeah, we got an influx of, people, immigrants or migrants. A lot of them buying that shit. We don't know where they're getting the money from to buy it. Well, they're selling coochie on that corner, and then they're using the money over here to buy it from you. A whole commerce going on, right, of illegal activities. And we have to look at these things and be like, this is reality. This is reality. Lulu Ridges says, keep continuing to sing that song, SouFlo. It will never be a hit. We don't know that, Lulu. We'll have to see when we cross that bridge. Wayne Core says, so what if Panama and Mexico did the same thing to us in Jamaica? Let's take this call real quick. Live on hung up. Good timing. That's my stance on the Haitians coming into Jamaica, man. It's my stance. Yeah, people are going to say, if Jamaica was in turmoil right now and you were running to Haiti for help, would you like it if they were sending you guys back? No, I wouldn't. If Haiti was the stable one and we were in trouble, I wouldn't. But I would definitely understand a speech like this, because this is real. So, I mean, at the end of the day, help who you can help, I guess, but you can't help everybody, right? Even for us, that principle applies. Help who you can help, SouFlo, but you can't help everybody. I might have a $500 right here, so, and I have 10 people that's asking me, SouFlo, may I go through some hard time right now? Please help me out. Whatever you give can be beneficial. Any little bit will count and blah, blah, blah. And I ask them, so where have I gone and this and that? I may have 2 picnic, and boy, I just lose my work and ray. Out of the 500, I said 2 picnic and a woman, blah, blah, blah. I send 2. I have 300 left. I still have 9 people left. You see, I can't help everybody. And then when you end up using that 500 to help 5 out of the 10, the next 5 are going to cost you anyway. Or somebody is going to say, well, you could have gave somebody less and then give more to try and make it stretch further where everybody gets a little thing. Or you can't help everybody. You can't help everybody. So you help some, and then some will have to fall by the wayside. It's just sad, but that's the reality, right? So again, shout out to my Haitians. I stand in solidarity with you. I wish we could help everybody, but I understand at the same time what's going on, and the reality of this situation is we can't help everybody, right? Wayne Core says, Jesus tried to help the world, and you see what them do to him. All right, so anyway, the last one for the morning is something called murder shift. Let's talk about this. I told y'all, Jamaica is like a copycat place. And I learned a lot from that last controversial trial where brother said, when Mr. Brother said and all that is because I don't like calling up certain people's name. Brother said, yo, big man said, we can't make oversaw have more murders than we have to turn up the scheme, right? I honestly really truly think now that the Killy them are actually saying to themselves in Jamaica, if we not kill more than 2 and 3 at a time, we not shoot. We're not shooting. Because triple murder is trending. Triple murder is trending. Did y'all know that yesterday there was another triple murder in Jamaica again? Again. Come on, we just had one like 4 days ago. And before that one, we had a quadruple murder like 3 days or 2 days before that. And before that, we had a triple murder before that. Double murder before that. Triple murder on Monday morning, and the shooting and injury of a 4th individual has left many residents of Dunkirk in Kingston Eastern Police Division reeling from fear as they anticipate a possible rise in violence. The incident took place on Bay Street around 10 a.m. Shout out to the Jamaica Observer. According to Superintendent Tommy Lee Chambers, officers in charge of the Kingston Eastern Police Division, police and soldiers have been deployed in Dunkirk to prevent reprisals from happening. Reprisals is you kill 1 of mine, me kill 4 of yours, you come back and kill 2 of mine, me kill 10 more of yours, and we kill back and forth like that until nobody is left to kill. There is an internal gang conflict that is going on in the area. On Friday, we had a murder in the space. Based on what we are picking up, it is leading us in that direction that it is linked to Friday's murder. So 1 man get killed Friday, then Monday morning, 4 people or 3 people get killed. 4 got shot up, 3 died. I'm sure that one that got killed on Friday came from another incident that happened before that. Yeah, them are going real bad. Pussy galore, real bad. We have increased our presence in the space and we have support from the JDF, Jamaica Defense Force, to ensure that we don't have any further reprisals based on what happened on Monday, Chambers said. Now, a male resident theorized that the murders may have been sparked because young gangsters choose not to talk with the elders in the community. The 3 men who died, they weren't gangsters. They wanted peace. They were not really into the violence thing and all that, is what the residents said. It's mostly the boy them in a war, the little boy them. The thing get out of hand because the big man them, they cannot talk to the younger ones them anymore. So how the time set now, you can't give the young boy them no chat. Residents told before we said that, before we go into the rest of this, I know y'all seen this video by now. There's a video out where they got into an altercation in the middle of the street, and all of them look young. Them look like about 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, them kind of age there. Plait up hair and, bleach out skin, tattoo up, all these things. Yeah, I know. But anyhow, they look. And I remember one of them pull out a knife. It's a murder that was caught on tape. One of them pull out a knife. The knife long like a machete, right? And him run down upon the youth, And you see when him swing it like this, like him a chop him with all intentions to chop him. Me, I watch the video, and I'm not a squirmish person, but every time him swing it, I was like, yo, him really I go chop him. And then the youth know that about to get chop up and stab up, him start beg. And the next youth jump over there and try to say, all right, yo, we can done it right there, so. And the youth said, no, the pussy are dead, and run the knife, the big blade in the youth, And I was like, yo, they're on something totally different. They're on something totally different. I don't know what they're on, but they're on something totally different. The man run the big long blade in the youth and draw it back out and chop him again. And then chop him again. And I said, and then me hear, yo, come, police, come, let's go. I said, wow, look how youth them. So when them talk about the older ones, the elders can't tell these youth nothing no more. That's facts. Them young youth here don't want to hear a thing from you. Where I say elder? Yeah, hear me I say no? Yeah, we don't want to hear no long talking, no brother. Yeah, that. Demon time, Steve James. Straight demon time. Residents told the Observer that the shooting death of the three men brought tears to many of the people in the community. The Observer was only able to get a little bit of information about one of the victims, who were referred to as Patrick. He was described by residents as a hype man who did party promotions and who loved the party scene. I didn't really know about his lifestyle still, but we know him as a hype man, a party man, a promoter, who he had to have everything in the latest. Like, him like him cars them in the latest and so on. And I don't know what kind of business he was into either. Now, according to another resident, Patrick had three children with his girlfriend, this girlfriend who he had been with for over 20 years, and has other children also outside of that 20-year union. So he's a father of many children. And we understand that he is also a grandfather as well. Patrick's girlfriend reportedly lives overseas, and the Observer was told by residents that she is distraught by the news of his death. He's the father of her children. In the meantime, the Observer learned that one woman was spared from possibly running into the hail of bullets. It is alleged that the woman was stopped by someone less fortunate on the road and was asked if she could help him out with some food. And it was then that she stopped to help out the less fortunate person and then heard all the shots them start ringing out because that's over where she was going. She just missed it, one resident said. Anyhow, she never stop and help out that homeless man there. And she did come over here and with a corner up to she just miss it. Now, when speaking of these murders that's happening in Jamaica, I saw the Prime Minister yesterday doing a speech where he was telling the people that, you know, if you vote for PMP is the worst mistake you will ever make in your life because cost of living is going to double under the People's National Party, and the violence thing, we have it under control now. We're going to unleash this new regime of whatever. I'm just looking like, yeah, here we go. Here we go. When I tell you stories about the videos I see of these things happening way out in the streets, like out in the open, how long have we been asking for or calling for Jamaica to be put in a fishbowl? It's called a fishbowl, meaning cameras on every angle, right? And I know some people are like, oh boy, I take you on them, take women privacy and all that. Well, here what? No, when we who not do no criminal activities, we don't have nothing to lose. And we understand, so when we're in foreign countries, we're on cameras constantly anyways. And we have no say in it. You can't go to England and tell them, take down them camera, they can be a Jamaican and come move in another area. Yeah. You can't come in the US and tell them, move all these cameras off the highway and take down all these cameras out these neighborhoods. You just live with it, right? So when we're in Jamaica, the citizens should also be just living with it too, and the camera will catch who the camera needs to catch. We can't carry out proper punishment when we can't even catch who is doing what. And they're doing it in open. Open enough for other people to stand up and take videos and then post them online for me and you watch them and be traumatized. But just a simple thing like cameras. Anyhow, hear him now. Andrew Holness plans policy change to rein in killings as domestic intimate partner violence cases climb. So you know, but I talk about the gang violence and the gangsters that's running the country, him gone to intimate relationships. Now describing the increase in mass killings in recent weeks as bizarre. This is your Prime Minister. The same killings have been going on for a long time, since about 20 years now, 15 years, last 10 years been really bad. But him said this week was bizarre. Remember, I know, nothing new not happening, but it's bizarre. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says that there will be a policy shift to counter domestic and intimate partner violence, which he suggests is fueling the major crime. I don't know. Because the double murder and triple murder them that we've been seeing, they weren't domestic as in husband and wife fighting, boyfriend and girlfriend fighting. Holness said that his government is also concerned about the frequency with which these murders are being committed, noting that the leading profile of murders in this country is changing from gang-related to domestic-related. So, one time gone, it was the gangs, and it was said that most of the killings in Jamaica were done by gangs. It was gang-related, gang affair. That's changing. They're saying that it's changing now to domestic issues. Speaking to a Jamaica Labour Party meeting in Clarendon, North Central on Sunday, Holness said that his government will begin reviewing legislation to make aspects of reporting on domestic violence mandatory. It is also a concern when we, whatever, to make reporting mandatory. We can report all we want to, and you can make it mandatory all you want to, but when you start doing something about it is when things are going to change. People are afraid to even report because them know nothing now get done, and the same people them report pan now come back, come kill them because they don't do nothing. But anyhow, it is also a concern when we see quadruple murders, when we see double murders, and when we see triple murders taking place, when we see some of the bizarre murders taking place. You have to wonder what has gone wrong with the morality of the society, the JLP leader said as he addressed labor rights at the meeting held in Clarendon College. Holness argued that it is impossible for the police to intercept these murders, which he said often stems from family disputes over land or over intimate partner disputes. Between September and October, which is true, police is not there when you and your husband are arguing and him decide to chop you up. Police is not there when a man decides to go wipe out a whole family because his wife was cheating with somebody over there, so and this, that, and the other. But what they can do is they can make laws and abide by those laws that certain things are punishable in a certain manner that is a deterrent to others who watch it happen in that way. The thing about this is, once people start seeing other people killing like this and barely getting on any time or any kind of punishment, it is instilled in their mind that killing is okay. Come here, I go dash away and them I go give me 19 years. And then the judge I go say me need to do 10 before me eligible for parole. I go bill with the charge of them for 10 years and come back a road. I'm 22. I'll be out by the time I'm 32. Suck your mother. You're dead. You understand? So that's and I don't understand why they keep talking this talk. And how you beat it in them head and they still act like we're not saying anything. So between September and October, at least 21 people were killed in 6 separate shootings. The motives range from domestic to gang-related violence. A breakdown shows that 4 people were murdered in Riverdale, St. Catherine, 3 in Grant Spence, St. Andrew, 4 in Duenvale, Trelawney, 4 in Summerfield, Clarendon, and 3 in Waterloo, St. Catherine. In July, 4 people were shot during an attack in Central Village by St. Catherine, while another 3 were killed in Frankfield, Clarendon. Gang-related murders account for 66% of those that were committed between January 1st and September 30th of this year. 60% gang-related, according to data that was released by the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Interpol's murders accounted for interpersonal murders accounted for 21%. 4% were criminal, mob, and 1% of those which a motive has not yet been determined accounted for another 8%. 60% gang. So, why are we worried so much about domestic instead of gangs? Because them can't control the gang them. It's gone too far. They're too powerful now. They don't have them money now. Can't tell them nothing now. Remember, I know one time gone in Jamaica, and for those of us who are big people, to see a Mercedes-Benz fly past you on the road or a BMW latest model fly past you on the road, you knew that that was somebody big. That was some CEO of some company or some big politician who is visiting the area and passing through or something. Fast forward today, a regular something that, right? And that's from a local youth who never held a job anywhere before. So the man them have them money and them have them guns now, and police and soldier can't tell them nothing, and government can't tell them nothing. So they can't control the gangs in Jamaica. Jamaica gang thing is out of control. The gangsters them run the place. And I wish our leaders would step up and say, hey, me hear that boy the SouFLo talk about gangsters run the place. I could show them something. And go run the place for real. But they can't. They tried. Back up. Yeah. Gang-related murders account for 66%. It means that the government will have to adjust some of its policies because we have geared our policies to deal with murders which are originating from gang disputes and organized violence. And now we're going to have to pay more attention to the domestic violence issues. Hello, sir. Me hear what you say still, but fix what you can fix, right? You said it yourself. Police not there in people's household when they're going through their dramas. So therefore, police can't possibly stop all of that. But what's happening out the road in plain sight for everybody to see? There are measures that y'all can take to make the place safer, make things better, but y'all are just not doing it. And again, I think I'm done wondering why. I was told that both political parties in Jamaica are heavily connected to gangs and garrisons. I don't know how true that is. I'm somebody who don't know much, right? So I was told. Now we hope that that's not true, but if it is true, we can see why they might not be in a rush to change anything much, to take the proper measures to make sure things change. And we can also see why they feel so empowered. Wayne Core says, so how far away from Haiti are we? Not far at all. Not far at all. My man said, in our society, we don't see the use of violence unless it is fatal as a problem. But little violence turns to big violence. And so we have to stop any form of violence from being used or expressed. So we are going to change our policies, and in the coming months, you will hear more about what the laws will look like as it relates to the obligation to report violence and the possibility of new charges for the threat of violence. Hear what? We're tired of that man here just talking. Y'all remember when they said anybody caught with an illegal gun, it's mandatory minimum 15 years? Remember that? And then shortly after that, what happened? Another man caught with an illegal gun. Another man was caught today with an illegal gun. One man was caught today with 2 guns. Another one caught today with another illegal gun. Did you notice that y'all haven't heard anybody was convicted, tried and convicted and sentenced under this new law to a 15-year minimum sentence? So again, they shoot them, they shot at them, they kill them, they pay attention. They're not dunce. They know. They might use dunce as a slang, but them know. So you're just a talk, your long talk. Andrew Holden is always talking about we are going to implement some policy and give us some time to review this, and in the future you will hear that. We still waiting on his crime plan, right? Right. Sometime soon, that grand old crime plan to change everything will surface. Just not, don't hold your breath. With that said, I wish everybody all the best. Jamaica, as much as we blame politicians for not doing their due diligence, Jamaica has spiraled down a rabbit hole that is so deep that coming back up out of that rabbit hole there is going to be almost impossible. So let's end this on a positive note and say this. Shout out to all the good, hard-working Jamaicans, them. The one them when I mix up in a foolishness is them and them God, and them get up and them go to work, and they keep their families together because there are a lot of those, and we somehow pay more attention to the bad that's happening than the good. So shout out to my good Jamaican them. Shout out to the one them that's keeping their families together. Shout out to the one them that's working and building businesses, and shout out to the ones them that's law-abiding, tax-paying citizens. Shout out to the ones them who are clean-hearted. Shout out to the ones them, the youths them, who's not getting deterred, not getting influenced and steered left, right, no other way. They got blinders on and they're seeing the future and it's bright. Shout out to them. Come up out of these frigged up conditions and be somebody, because you can do that. All right. The world is way bigger than Jamaica. Jamaica is literally a grain of sand on the beach. Don't limit yourself in your thoughts. Don't limit yourself in your movements, period. Right? Understand that things are going around you, but you shall elevate above this, and this too shall pass. With that said, we close this morning. So big up to everybody tuning in. Thank you for being here. Have a wonderful day. Sometimes we take serious thing, make joke. Don't be offended. God go, we don't know. Walk good. And I'll see you tomorrow morning right here on Morning Thoughts. I'm out. Peace.